Mr. Bill brought in a cactus, stood him up on the desk, named him Mr. Prickly. Now the whole chat's up on it. He says, don't call me a prick, I'm just honest, that's the trick. He tells the truth so sharp, it leaves a little near. And the Canadians lean in close, more than that maple flag they told. Some want a tequila joke, some want a chopping block. But he just stands there proud and still, with a dry little grin and a stronger will. Mr. Prickly, talk your talk. Mr. Prickly, don't you stop. They love you, they fight you, they can't look away. Mr. Prickly, Mr. Prickly, call him what you will. He's free, he's mean, and he pays no bill.
Anyway, hopefully you guys like that song. Go over some news or whatever. Not a whole lot that I got here, but just thought I'd pop in here, see how you guys are doing today. Debating on, let's see, Angry gets in the chat here. He has a question for me or something like that. Maybe we'll see if we go to a thing tomorrow. I guess they're going to make it a thing or whatever to go to some air show thing or something like that. We'll see about this air show thing they did speak of.
We are going to continue this mission together. We're going to carry forward the mission of crushing violent crime and defending the homeland. We are going to be relentless pursuers of justice. We are going to safeguard our communities. We are going to save our kids. And thanks to President Trump's brilliant leadership, the American dream is not a dream anymore. It is a reality. I'm living it. We're living it together. Thank you, Nassau County. Thank you, Strong Island. Thank you to the men and women of law and order.
Crazy. Wolfie, hopefully things stay safe there.
We are going to continue.
Are you, I'm sure there's like community support there or whatever for the firefighters, something like that. Probably like a collection box or something like that at the local Safeway or something like that, I would imagine. Or people bring in their scalloped potatoes or whatever kind of food they make or whatever to the staging area. What do they call them at fire? The places where they call it a staging area. I watched that show Fire Country. It's pretty good. Here's what's going on in Seattle on Sense here.
Man, what's up, man?
Simple for the most part. Good times.
Lewis Park is temporarily closed. Oh my gosh, but of course not. Hey, what's up?
Avarice. It reminds me, I was going to do a thing here and add the Nightbot. I got one set of Nightbots, has 3 of them. So I'm going to have to do another set of 3 people that kind of are often in the chat. Avarice is starting to pop in the chat more and more, although he's probably bored or whatever after watching the Crucible and take down Candace Owens earlier. That's pretty interesting. But anyway, I'll make that, try to do that Nightbot tonight. Because I got 3 in the other ones. I got to make 3 more. Avarice will be in it. And somebody else that will be in it. I can't remember the other 2 people. The shout out link, you know.
Park is closed.
Fire campus well stocked. Awesome, Wolfie.
Here it is. Put a light on that, please. All those.
So I guess they're all fleeing.
They're all fleeing.
So surprisingly, we show up here.
Whenever the people kind of show up, whether it's police kind of clearing out these camps in public parks, they're like, oops, we better go to the next park.
Yeah. Lewis Park.
Rather than go to a shelter where they can get help. The problem is the shelters don't allow drugs. So therefore, they're not going to go to the shelter. Lewis Park is temporarily closed August 13th through the 26th. Closed for park maintenance and improvement work. Interesting. Is that just their way of saying we want to keep this area clean? There's probably going to be a nice event that the mayor's going to come to or whatever, and she wants to make it look like she did her job by clearing out. See, there's no homeless people here. It's just a clean, nice park. There's no homeless people here. She'll probably do that on August 25th or 26th. Another park here that they probably moved down the road to. Anybody else get those notifications? I guess only 2 people got notifications today. Did Avarice get a notification? I think Avarice probably got a notification, but oh yeah. Some of these Twitter videos, I'm like, make sure they keep their clothes on. You guys he has Coca-Cola there with him. That's good. What's the point here? Show. He's showing all the people that move to a different park. I'm assuming just down the road from the other park. Oh, there's the maintenance they're doing in the restroom area or something like that. I'm guessing there's a lot of graffiti and a lot of certain smells coming out of that bathroom. How you doing, Rooster? Did you get the notification by chance? In fact, I need to actually turn off some of my notifications. Sometimes whenever I turn on the browser or whatever, it's like I get 5 different notifications turned on, but I guess that's the only way. You have to be on your computer or on a device in order for the notifications to get to you. So if you're not on the device, or your phone nearby or whatever, and if you're using your phone all the time, you'd have to have like push notifications on or something. It's probably too much work for people. Rooster's in the house. Quit whistling. You're hurting my ears. Anyway, let's see what else we got going on. Oh, this guy was speaking there. I want to see what he had to say.
Hard to as Cass just told you, it is hard to overstate the effectiveness of what we did in 2025. The first year of this administration, we saw the largest decrease in violent crimes in 100 years. And what that shows you, it shows you what happens when you have a leader, when you have President Trump empowering all of us, empowering me, empowering federal law enforcement to partner with our state and local cops, sheriffs, everybody. It happens when you back the blue every step of the way. My administration and my Department of Justice, if anybody touches a federal law enforcement officer in any way inappropriate, we will prosecute them to the fullest extent of the.
He's starting to finally makes. Unfortunately, the previous DOJ lady, whatever her name was not tough on that, at least with the ICE things. But lately I'm noticing, whenever there's a thing at ICE or whatever, if they kind of push or whatever, or touch the officer, bad things happen to them. I know, Rooster, I know. That's why I don't have my phone. I do have my phone nearby, but I don't have all my notifications set for all my favorite people there. I do have them set on YouTube, and that'll let me know if I'm at my computer or something like that. That I don't, and then the only way it tells me or whatever is if I turn on my YouTube on my phone or whatever, and then I go to YouTube, and then it'll show hit the subscriptions. It'll show the people that are live at the top there. But right now, Fat Patriot's the only one on that list right now. But like I said, when I turned it on, there was like 4 or 5 that I missed.
I was recently confirmed as Attorney General of the United States, and I will, thank you. And I am not taking my foot off the gas. I know that the men and women in law enforcement, many in this room, many behind me, they want to know that their leaders support them, and we do. They want to know that we support.
How you doing, Risk? Hopefully you're doing good. Thanks for popping in.
The work they're doing, the fact that they're sacrificing their lives, that they're missing holidays, they're missing weekends, they're missing dinners, so that we all can live in a safe community. And I will commit that I will hold every criminal accountable until every community in this country is as safe as Nassau County. So I am the last speaker before the main event, President Trump. And I am thrilled and honored and humbled to be able to spend a few minutes with you today.
Thanks. That's the poll question. I made the title the poll question, so I don't have to have a poll question since the title is the poll question. So,
but I know that you are not here to hear from me. And so I will end by saying, first of all, thank you. If you are a member of law enforcement like you guys, thank you. If you have a loved one, if you have a brother, if you have a sister, a parent, a son, a friend who's a cop, the next time you see them, tell them thank you on my behalf, because it is truly an honor to lead the Department of Justice. But I know that the work that I do is really nothing compared to the men and women in law enforcement do every day. So I want to thank you guys for being here today. I want to thank President Trump for his leadership. And I want to tell you, God bless America, God bless the blue, and God bless everybody in this room. Thank you very much.
let's go.
Thank you.
They're like, give us Trump, give us Trump. We want Trump. What's this one about here? I thought this was kind of funny here. I haven't watched the video itself yet. I'm starving my ass off because of Milei, Argentina, I guess. Skinny, you got the iPhone 16 Pro Max in your hand. I don't think you're starving if you can afford $1,000 machine in your hand.
Ya se van a cagar de hambre ustedes también, y su familia seguro también se está cagando de hambre, porque este gobierno nos está haciendo pica a todos, y ustedes se incuban en esos incubos de mierda, que no van a hacer.
In a Nike sweatshirt, but $40-50 American, give or take. What do you think of Nike sweatshirt there? Look like pretty nice earrings, probably $10 earrings.
Suficiente, no van a ser suficientes porque somos más pueblos que milico, carajo.
I wanted to kind of read this story here from Fox 12 Oregon here. Mother sues Portland Public Schools over gender lessons campus ban. I'll say that. This is the last one. Let's see if it gives me the information here. I'll accept cookies, whatever. Oh, they gave a video on it? Okay. Can't watch an advertisement?
Turn it up loud. I want to go fast.
I don't want to.
A mother is suing Portland Public Schools for what is teaching her children. In a newly obtained lawsuit, the mother accuses the district of teaching her kids about gender ideology and then banning her from campus after complaining about it. Fox 12's Joe Fathaithil is live in studio now with the details. Joe.
Kim and Bunny, so this is Exhibit A of this lawsuit. The parent says that it shows a bench at Lewis Elementary in Portland. Now, originally, the lawsuit says the entire bench looked like this half with the pride stripes representing the gay community. She says she was fine with that. But after the school added these additional stripes to represent different gender identities, that's when she says, in her opinion, the district went too far. In the lawsuit filed in federal court yesterday, she also says her child came home with this worksheet asking them to identify their gender and a lesson plan asking teachers to tell students, quote, it's your brain, you tell us and the world what feels right to you. According to the lawsuit, she says these displays violate her religious beliefs because they lead children to, quote, question their sex and how God made them. And when she asked the principal to let her to opt.
Meriwether Lewis Elementary School. We can do a quick fact check. Yes, no, Lewis and Clark. That's who it was named after there. What was Meriwether Lewis religion church? Let's see if he had a church. did not have a personal or dedicated church. He came from a Virginia family of the Anglican Episcopalian tradition, and later in Washington, D.C., he occasionally shared a pew with Thomas Jefferson at an Episcopal church. Attended services alongside Thomas Jefferson at the informal church held in the U.S. Capitol building. As people say Jefferson was an atheist, not so much. Masonic devotion rather than a organization, the only anyways, sorry, overdoing it.
Out of similar lessons for her child in the future. She says that her concerns were ignored. And she says she then began handing out letters to parents detailing her concerns on a public sidewalk in front of the school. One parent eventually confronted her. That eventually led to an argument, and it all culminated with this parent receiving a trespass order that would prevent her from being on campus.
Public sidewalk. She was, say that again. I mean, I can't blame the news, but the school gave her a trespass warning for writing down things down on a public sidewalk. They can ask the police to say, watch out for this lady. She's putting graffiti on a sidewalk, but you can't trespass her from the school if she's on the sidewalk.
Detailing her concerns on a public sidewalk in front of the school.
See, there's a sidewalk here. This area here, public. Yes, the kids can use it when they're waiting for the bus and things like that, but also the public can use it as they're walking down the street also. You see that? It's public access, not just school property. The green grass there, that is school property. The building there, that is school property. Sidewalk, curb, public access.
Parent eventually confronted her. That eventually led to an argument, and it all culminated with this parent receiving a trespass order that would prevent her from being on campus for a year. Now that year,
the parent can't. Does she have a kid there?
Included one of her kids' elementary school graduation ceremony, which she had to miss out on. And she says that's a moment she'll never get back. So her lawsuit is asking for attorney's fees and for the district's trespass order to be lifted. We've reached out to the district for its side of the story, and we'll let you know when we hear back. Kim and Bonnie, back to you.
Did you know that you can?
That's interesting. I don't think you're going to hear back from them. Sounds like you talked to the person. I wish you actually had the video of you talking to the person and giving their side of the story there, but at least you voiced your information.
Play the piano.
Why is this doing this to me here? Okay, there we go. Back to the news thing here. That was an interesting story, though. Interesting. And then you're the Portland Public Schools. Hey, Grandpa Muskrat, how you doing? Nice to see you. What's going on? Okay, let's go. I just wanted to chill out. Watched another video. We didn't watch everything last night, so we got to catch up on some of the stuff last night because the chat kept getting into drama stuff going on and all sorts of other craziness. So I got to watch some of this stuff here. We'll watch the Cam Higby thing tonight, probably. Let's see this older, 5-day-old James Klug video I haven't seen yet.
The work. So if everybody wants to pay higher costs, the other thing is hurting the businesses. Business is down 50% in some of the cities.
Companies that exploit cheap illegal labor.
Well, not only that, the Americans want cheap illegal labor. How many people are going to go to a roofer and pay $20,000 and get it for $8,000? Okay.
Well, it hurts the roofing companies.
Well, you know what? Go out.
This guy is just like, oh, we want cheap illegal labor. So did the Democrats in the Deep South in the 1850s.
To Pennsylvania, where they were doing the gas wells. Guess what?
There's a lot of Americans that do roofing.
There was a lot of Americans that won't.
Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, white Americans.
It's stupid argument. There's Americans that won't do it. Yes, but there's Americans that will do it. Let them do it. I keep saying there's at least 3 categories of groups that would love to do the hard jobs. Veterans on the streets. Can't get off the streets because they don't have a job. Prisoners and are good behavior from prison type people, and homeless in general. I think there was another category. in a lot of those cases, you could legally pay them lower because they'd be in a prison or a program or whatever to help veterans. You know, you could pay them a little bit below minimum wage probably because it's would be part of a system. But what they're doing is illegally doing it in the construction business nowadays.
There's a lot of Americans that won't do it, and I'll tell you what.
I see what you're
You
saying.
know, it was
There are
Joey
still
McGrath-
Americans that are doing those jobs.
Well, I don't see them, and I don't see them in the restaurants. I don't see them.
Yeah,
You know,
American citizens work in
and the thing is,
restaurants
Americans
all over.
Do American citizens want to pay twice the much for their food?
You're an idiot. That has nothing to do with the price of the food. If you're working in a restaurant, a real restaurant, not just a place off the highway or something like that, you're paying the same price either way. You idiot.
You think the food price won't go up? So what I'm saying is, it hurts the
How much
economy.
would a $10 salad go up to?
They don't get paid $10 on these people. That's the sad thing. I'm not for that. I'm totally against that. But I'm saying
Oh, that guy's another popular guy too, isn't he?
Americans are saying, oh, they're taking our jobs. They don't want to do these jobs. And don't talk about others. I've worked on construction sites. I've worked on a lot of projects,
Construction's
roofing.
heavily impacted by
and
illegal
they
immigration.
don't want to do the hard labor. A lot, not all. I work with Teamsters. Those guys are tough. Roofing is hard.
Americans all over the United States work in construction.
Did you ever see
You
the
know,
guy?
This guy's got the stupidest arguments here. They work all over and things like that. Yeah, certain areas that have a large mix of illegal type people would want to stay off the streets. They'll do whatever they can, like construction workers. If somebody wants to pay them under the table, they'll do it and everything. We don't like it, but guess what? That's what happens. But guess what will happen if you take away the incentive for contractors to hire illegal labor? They'll hire legal labor at the lowest price possible. They'll pass that money on to the homeowner, but guess what? In that area, it'll temporarily go up, but it'll stay up there and it won't fluctuate once you get the. Oh my goodness, these idiots.
Agriculture Minister, Nebraska, it's a law where they have to advertise for Americans to apply for the jobs to pick the vegetables. You can find on YouTube. The guy was the president of the Agriculture Association for Nebraska. He said every year they do it, they don't get one American to do the work. If they get one American, they quit after 2
you
days.
can have legal visas
It's
and programs and
it's
stuff like that.
breaking work.
Well, no, I understand that, but that doesn't mean
So you want illegal immigrants to break their backs? Where's he going with this?
illegal
Well, why don't you
immigrants.
talk to him and ask him to fix the process? Can you fix the process with visas? Are they processing?
allow-
There is a process. It's been around since Eisenhower. Don't cross the border is the process. If you're going to cross the border illegally, then you get locked up and then sent back. The process has been around a long time. You absolute.
Visa programs for industries that
So
that
there's
are in need
enough
all the
people
time.
to
It
do-
kind of
and how come they're
ebbs and
not
flows.
showing up? And how come Americans aren't taking that work? You just said Americans do that work. They won't do the work. That's why the farmers
Where's
of
the EDA
You
doing?
mentioned like 10 different industries. What industry are you talking about?
I'm
Because you said
saying
construction. There's
agriculture.
Americans that work in
I saw a
construction,
man
restaurant.
in
They work in
Texas.
restaurants
In
everywhere.
Texas, okay, agriculture. Really? Go talk.
Agriculture.
How many agriculture have you talked to Nebraskans?
You're at Delaney Hall in New Jersey. What are you worried about Nebraska for? Talk about your local area.
Texas, let me ask you that. How many? Any?
All of them.
Zero? You have?
Yeah, every
So
single
you
one.
have-
What was happening before a lot of illegals were here, buddy? Who was picking the crops? Who was working the crops? Before you had the cheap adult labor, who was doing the hard works out there? It was older people in the chat. Were you guys picking strawberries? Were you helping out at your uncle's farm, harvesting wheat? Were you doing those hard jobs? Yes, you were. Did you get paid less than minimum wage for it? Yes, you did, because guess what? You weren't adult. You understand things like this happen.
I've been seeing where they say they can't get Americans to do the work. You know how hard it is to do that work? Have you ever done
You
work
start
like
paying
that?
people more. We have right around 25 to 30 million illegal immigrants in the United States. They're not all doing these jobs in these industries. They're talking about, in fact,
Look at that background. And the police kind of looking at him like, seriously, you guys are dressed up like a bunch of clowns. What are you gonna do? You got the police out here. You got ICE over there. You're gonna do what? You got, the medic guy is also there.
A lot of them are in cities. A lot of them collect welfare. A lot of
Really?
them.
I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah,
Can you show me some
California.
of them? You want to come to Trenton? You want to show me some?
I'm sorry.
Want to talk to the people in Trenton? See if they're on the welfare?
Oh, you want me to show you
Yeah,
data
yeah.
on that, or like
No, I
one?
want you to
That,
show me
I'm from
first.
California. I'm thinking about like $10 billion of free healthcare per year. You want to see that?
Well, let me ask you this. Who's
Well, did
doing
I answer your question there?
No, you didn't answer my question. It's in Trenton.
Taxpayers
where I work.
are funding all of it. It's like
So
welfare
who
for people in the
who
country
funds
illegally.
Walmart? Who funds all the health care
Well,
for
it's a different
Walmart?
conversation. We can talk about that.
Well,
but
what
I'm just
saying is
to
that-
my point.
What I'm saying, my point is this: the $10 billion you're paying, you have to probably pay a lot more economically to hire Americans to do the work. You know, a lot of these undocumented workers pay taxes.
How much?
I don't know, but they pay taxes. I talked to them.
Yes. Funny thing is, he's not understanding his own point here. Private companies would have to pay more. The same private companies that would have to pay more are the ones that he considers billionaires and millionaires. Does he understand his own logic to his point there? The guy that owns Walmart or whoever would have to pay more if they're currently hiring illegals or whatever. If they stop paying illegals, they'd have to pay people more than what they're currently paying. Minimum wage and things like this. Yes, some of them are on welfare because they don't have enough money because of Democrat policies and everything, where it's harder to buy a house and rent and things like that. But guess what? They would at least be legally making money at Walmart. And
And it comes out of their wages.
Yeah,
And they also put money in the economy.
About
They buy
30
food,
to
they buy
50% work under the table, so they work cash. First of all, you can bring up
Do you know
sales
what they
tax,
work
but that's
at?
the lowest form of tax
What do you know
basically
what
that
they
you
work
pay.
at? They work under
And
the
then-
table. They work below minimum wage, right?
Yeah, they're being exploited a lot of times,
Yes, they're
which
totally
I don't
being
support.
exploited. They're totally being exploited.
Yeah,
Correct.
you can do.
at the same time, he says he seems to be okay with them working those agricultural jobs. Is it because no Americans won't do those agricultural jobs and things like that? The reason they're doing those agricultural and construction jobs is because they're getting paid under the table lower. It's like, how do you defeat your own argument repeatedly like this guy?
House Committee on Budget, or you can check out Federation for American Immigration Reform. These are using 2022 numbers, I believe, $150 billion net negative per year, and it's only gone more because we've since then imported millions more people in the country illegally.
Okay. So what's your point with AI, though? I want to hear your point on AI.
Well, it's kind of something I've been chewing on lately, because are you in an industry that's being a bank account and be up and running in minutes? Go down the list and agree on them all day long. I think it might be time to get our own house in order, especially with the AI boom looming.
Yeah, he's probably tired of that. You guys want music here in the meantime or something like that? I know Jeannie would want a puppet show right now, but she's not going to get a puppet show. So we'll find some music here to do. And I'm not going to dance for you. Okay, just FYI. I have my pants on, but I'm not going to dance for you. What was the other thing I was could do or whatever in the meantime? Let's do this. Is he tired of my music or something like that? I'm not sure you get tired of my music or not, but Kirby's on deck. Let's do Kirby's on deck. I hope he wants bingo.
Mr. Bill's got a room with a live wire glow, and the Kirby's roll in like they own the show. With that trolling crown, official trouble never lets it down. Ruby talks big about Canada again, bragging through the chaos like it's a win. Jekyll Troll shows up trying to be first, and it always hurts.
That guy was dancing to my music. He was dancing to my music.
Catch that groove. Kirby's on deck. Kirby's on deck. Mr. Beals, you got the best. Kirby's on deck. Kirby's on deck. Kirby's on. They make the whole chat pop. Kirby's on deck. flash and the sparks come fast. Hubie throws a wild one, makes the moment last. Jethro's in the lobby, begging for the front. When he lands at last, he takes it to the gut. Grandpa Muskrat grins, Chris brings the funk. Two-step in the thread and the whole room bumps. Every lurker hiding at the edge of sound, wishing they could feel what they got going down. Mr. Bills, look around, you built a moving wall between the street and sidewalk. They were standing tall. If the quiet ones would just step in, this whole wild stream would light up again. Kirby's on deck, Kirby's on deck. Mr. Bills, you got the best. Kirby's on deck, Kirby's on deck, Kirby's on deck. They make the whole chat pop. Kirby's on deck. Kirby's on. I see the lookers standing at the door. Come on in and feel it, there is room for more. Cause the Kirby's make it worthwhile every night. A little bit of trouble, a whole lot of life. Kirby's on deck, Kirby's on deck. Mr. Bills, you got the best. Kirby's on deck, Kirby's on deck, Kirby's on deck. Make the stream go crazy. Kirby's on deck. Mr. Bill's got a room with a live wire glow, and the Kirby's rolling like they own the show. Wolfie in the corner with that trolling crown. Official trouble never lets it down. Ruby talks big about Canada again, bragging through the chaos like it's a win. Jethro Tull shows up trying to be first, last in line, and it always hurts. Grandpa Muskrat got that dirty little swing. Wrist walks in and the whole place sing. When they hit the chat, it starts to move. Everybody else trying to catch that groove.
Including here, hold on, let me finish. Wouldn't behave this way around a freaking security guard at a Chili's, let alone a federal agent. The assaults are up 1,000%. Death threats are up 8,000%. This is why they're covering their faces. These people are doxing them. They're taking photos. They're doing everything. I have never seen people misbehave more. In fact, Minneapolis, I'll finish with this one thing, and I'll finish with an anecdote because this is happening everywhere. And I think the conversation is so bad faith because it ignores the behavior. Minneapolis, riders raided FBI vehicles. They thought they were ICE vehicles. Raided FBI vehicles because they thought they were ICE vehicles and stole AR-15s. So you're telling me, wow, a woman's being told to get out of a vehicle.
No, she wasn't told.
She has to listen to commands. They're officers.
No, they didn't have a warrant. They forced the door open. They did not have a warrant.
We're talking about home?
This was in Trenton, New Jersey. There was someone who was in their car. They were forced over the side by ICE, 4 vehicles, and they forced her door open.
Yes, if you're not listening to commands, they're officers. You don't need a warrant to
Really?
remove somebody from the vehicle.
So you can break people's windshields and get into a vehicle
If
without a
you're,
warrant?
let's say like you're impeding.
It's not a criminal. Does not have a criminal record.
If you're doing criminal activity, yes.
Wait, if you're violating federal law by impeding an ICE
They were
operation,
not
which is
impeding. This was somebody who was driving to their home.
I'm sorry, I didn't explain
I'm
it.
sure
If we pulled this up, and I guess I am assuming, just because I've seen 1 million of these instances where you're saying to me she was just simply trying to get home. I would look at it and she ends up being a part of resist ICE and she's impeding. They're giving her commands to get out and she doesn't.
The problem is it was also live streamed. So she was not resisting ICE.
Speaking of live stream, who do you see walking up right there? You guys want to see it bigger? Mercado. Was it live streamed by the guy right here? I'm guess if it was just a person going by or whatever, why would there be a live streamer there? Was that live streamer this guy that was told to be there because things are going to be happening?
She was trying to call for help when they pulled her over and they forced the car open.
And she wasn't opening the car door and they were telling her to open it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was calling for help?
Yeah, she was trying to call for someone.
Let me
to
ask you a
help.
question. If a police officer
But
pulled
I'm
you
asking
over,
you a question. What do you think of
Really?
the kids if they're traumatized
Wait,
at 9 years of
we
age?
got to close that last
No,
one.
it's the same one. It's the same
Okay,
story.
all right.
So now
Oh,
the
yeah.
child who's 9 years old has
Child.
suicidal thoughts. Yeah. I mean, do you think their tactics are heavy-handed or not, ICE? You're saying yes, there are bad things. So you were saying how they wear masks. The first call I went to, I walked up to the house. It was where they did not have a warrant. They said they had a warrant. They had a what do you call it? Administrative warrant was worthless. It's like Mickey Mouse.
No, it's been federally recognized on a constitutional level for a very long time. They've been using it forever.
How come they didn't go into the house?
For decades.
They didn't go into the house. They did not have a judge's warrant to get the person. So they had to leave after 6 hours. It's all documented on CBS, by the way.
No, I understand.
So when I walked up there,
in
the
certain
first
areas
thing-
they'll do that. In other areas they will
first
actually go.
thing the lead ICE agent did was take his phone out and started filming me. Okay, I'm an American citizen. I was
You can film outside of a house, just like you can film outside of a business. First Amendment. You can't go inside the house to film because it's not your house. You can stand outside and film anywhere you want to. You understand that? That's why people have window shades. When they don't want people to see inside their house, they put these things up called window shades so people can't see inside their house. They realize everybody has the right to film from the street or the curbs and things like that. Why are you saying ICE did something bad by doing something that anybody can do?
any threats. I just arrived at the scene, and that's his first thing. It's intimidation.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Hold on. Hey, how's it going? I just want to listen.
Oh, okay, what do you think of that? So what's your take on that?
We'll hop in on the conversation.
What is your take of that? What is your take of
He's trying to intimidate James or something like that. Like, seriously?
that? American citizen. I didn't say a word. I just walked up. He immediately whips out his phone and starts video. And I had it actually done twice to me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's weird. I don't know. What's the rule that's broken there? I mean, you're following around federal agents.
That's what I was going to say. Like, what did he do wrong?
No, I wasn't following. I actually walked up to the scene of a house.
Randomly.
No, I was called, but I wasn't.
You were called.
I was called. So yes, you were trying to get involved. My goodness, is this guy serious?
Go.
The point is, you think it's okay. So you think that's okay. So you think
Yes, it's legally okay to take pictures of people in public. Holy cow. He said he's 20 miles away from the area last time I checked. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. See you later, Grandpa.
that's okay?
Thank you so much for asking.
Well,
Would you like a water? We're following them every single place they
We're
go.
not following them. We're responding to calls. We're making
I've seen
sure.
We're responding to calls. I'm sure that's what the Germans said back in the day when a certain group of people would gather in certain places, or have certain events. I'm sure that's what the German people told themselves in the brown shirts. We were called. There was a meeting, that's all they were doing. We were just called there to find out what's going on. I'm sure the Germans had plenty of good excuses to go follow Jewish people around. Yeah, they probably had good reasons to interfere in the daily activities of a different group of people. Oh yeah.
They follow
public roads that they have no authority to do
when
that.
They shot Renee, was that justified?
You basically had an insurgency in
when they shot
Minneapolis.
Renee Good, it was moving at 2 miles per hour. And the guy was at the side of her.
Tires were skidding out because she was.
Dude, I'm sorry, I saw the video. Unless there was no threat. What about Alex?
There was no threat.
Yeah, there was
The
no
threat was
threat. He was
neutralized, I
to the
think.
side. Yeah, he killed her. He murdered her.
Well,
And he
yeah,
disappeared.
I mean,
And there's no real investigation being
yeah,
done.
I do not
If it
recommend.
was such a.
I do not recommend driving forward with an officer in front of your car ever. Would you ever tell your kids to do that?
He was to the side of the car.
That's not true.
He's right directly in front of it.
His bullet hole was in the front.
No, he was to the
Yes,
side.
it is. He shot her.
Right there is the picture, right there. If he was to the side of the car, he could have still, I guess, aimed at her or something like that. But if he was to the side of the car, he would have missed the person, wouldn't have been able to stop the threat. You understand that?
In front, he'd been run over. Look at
No,
the
he
video.
moved to the side while
Okay,
she's
so that's
going.
why. Then that's why they're not allowing. That's why they blocked the
You don't even know
Minnesota.
the facts of the situation, and you're criticizing
They're
me.
blocking the Minnesota authorities from investigating. Everybody says if it's such an open and shut case, how come they're
They
doing
have no
that?
authority to do that. It's a federal agency.
They do have the authority. The Minnesota authorities have the authority to investigate.
They have no
That is
authority
not.
over
That
ICE.
is not typically done.
Yes,
No, it's not.
Federal
No, it's
government
not.
conducts
No, it's
the
not.
investigation.
And
And
what about
also,
Alex? What
and
about
also-
Alex? What about Alex?
Another
Mr.
person
Czar?
that I think, first of all these situations could be prevented if ICE watching out all these other insurgency groups were just taking over the streets and clashing with federal agents. You guys behave.
If it was
These
so
people
bad,
behave.
How come they
If
withdrew
it's so
from
bad, there's
Minnesota?
assaults
How come
on
so the
agents.
American
There's
public was wrong
This is the same place, by the way, that they stole AR-15s out of an FBI vehicle. You're acting like they're all well behaved, rioting outside of hotels.
These excuses for bad behavior. Can we just get one acknowledgement that the AR situation was a bad thing to do? He's not even going to say that was a bad thing to do, is he?
Vandalizing vehicles, including Alex Preddy, by the way. He was vandalizing vehicles the week before and assaulting federal agents.
But he was murdered in cold blood, lying on the ground without being armed. And let me ask you,
he was armed, but
and they took the gun out of his.
Right. Rule number one: don't wrestle with officers while you're armed.
He wasn't wrestling with our officers. They didn't even know that he was armed until they pulled the gun out, and he wasn't trying to use the gun. He was trying to help the nurse.
I'm not saying it was the most beautiful thing.
It was horrible.
What I am saying is I'm not.
You don't pull a pew out. You tell them, I'm armed, just so you guys know and everything. I'm not going to use it, but I'm armed. I do have a legally carried thing. That's how you engage with law enforcement, so that they know how to handle your situation. Understand? My goodness, this is.
Have you ever taken a CCW class?
I would say.
Have you ever taken a CCW class?
What is CCW?
Concealed carry weapons permit. Have you ever taken one?
I don't carry a concealed weapon.
Okay, so you haven't, right?
So you don't know anything about how Alex Preddy should have behaved. Do you understand that? You're assuming you know how he should have behaved when you don't have any kind of firearms training.
The entire class is essentially revolving around don't do stupid shit like he did.
Well,
the entire class.
The NRA was infuriated when Trump and the other people.
I can disagree with the NRA.
Well, good, but I'm saying it was his right to carry a firearm, and he did not use his gun.
They were more upset about the language from the Trump administration, which I would agree with.
No,
I disagree with the rhetoric from
that was obvious. I mean, and Renee,
stupid things happen when you wrestle with officers while you're
he wasn't
carrying a
arrested.
gun.
There were like 6 of them on
In fact, you tried to de-arrest someone.
Why were there 6 people on top of him, you idiots? You absolute idiots. Why would there need to be 6 people on top of him if he wasn't wrestling and resisting? Should have been no more than 2 people if he followed orders, get on the ground, arms spread. Even 1 officer would have been enough at that point there if he did his job. How can somebody be this stupid?
He has no authority to do that either.
He was lying flat on his stomach. Come on.
No, he was resisting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he even shoved an officer right before they tackled him.
Okay, 6 of them. But Vino was pushed out. Suppose he showed up here. Did you hear that?
Apparently he's in town, but really quick.
No, but apparently he was here yesterday. Like here, on the street.
I wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah, apparently he was. You know what I heard recently?
You know,
I will say
officers die
this.
from that
I
all
will
the
say
time.
this. No, he was not.
No, officers die from that all the time.
If you stand in
Getting
front of
run
the vehicle that's moving, people die from it all the time. But he was not standing in front of the vehicle. He was to the side.
He shot her when he was in front of the vehicle, and the vehicle struck him. So what are you saying? Like, oh my God, under the Trump administration, let me finish. Under the Trump administration, you can't even drive forward with an officer in front of your car anymore. Like authoritarianism, stupid decisions lead to stupid outcomes. And getting shot by a police officer because
what is the qualifications for ICE agents? Can you tell me what is the qualifications for ICE agents? Do you know?
Qualifications?
Yeah, what do they have to do to qualify to be an ICE agent?
Is
it the lowest?
45 days of continuous training. Right now, it used to be 8 weeks, but you got to speed it up because they're tired of having people continue to live in the country for free.
About 3 months training. They reduced it because they got rid of the learning Spanish.
Is the lowest standards of all federal enforcement officers. You should
Every
know
single
that.
one. I don't, but they reduced a lot of time for it because they got rid of the learning Spanish phase. They got rid of like 5 weeks from the training just from that alone, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah, but apparently they have the lowest training.
What is your point there, that they weren't well trained?
They were not well trained.
Okay, so both in both of those situations.
Well, you know what's ironic? You know where those 2 guys that shot Alex were from? Do you know where they were from?
Border Patrol.
No, but where they lived, where they were.
Oh, who are we talking about? Sorry.
When they shot Alex in Minnesota, do you know where those guys were from?
They were Border Patrol agents. They're probably from a border town.
They were from Rio Grande, Texas.
Okay.
And they said these guys in Minnesota.
Did you know they were veteran agents
actually,
that were highly?
Is he going to say Texas people aren't good at law enforcement? Is he going to actually say people from Texas are not good at law enforcement?
Yeah, and also some of those people said internally they should never sent the border agents there.
Well, maybe they wouldn't have needed them if there wasn't an active insurgency in the city where the state police and local police weren't assisting ICE with their jobs. This doesn't happen everywhere else because local agencies are working with ICE so they can do their jobs safely. This doesn't happen everywhere around the country. Do you know what states have the most deportations?
Which states?
Yes.
I don't know.
Florida, Texas.
Yeah, Florida makes sense.
Texas as well.
These are conservative states and they're large.
But
Yeah,
here-
absolutely.
Why are they deporting more? You idiot. Answer the guy's question. Because people are cooperating. And the illegals know in that area there that since they're going to cooperate, that they might want to self-deport because the police will back up ICE agents in those situations. And that if anybody tries to interfere with their enforcement, they will go be arrested. In these liberal blue states, they're not going to get arrested by the local police if they interfere with ICE agents. That's why you and other people feel emboldened to think that you can dictate what ICE can do and what they can't do in blue states. Oh, yeah.
They're keeping demonstrators safe. You want to protest? That's great. That's not what both of those people.
Hey, Ryder, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing good. How's is Chachi doing better? I haven't talked to you for a while. It wasn't feeling so good or whatever because got sprayed, or was it a leg thing? So memory, old age, you know. Hopefully Chachi's doing good. Nice to see you. Anyways, interesting. You guys want to keep watching this, or you guys want to play some more music here? I'll play a little bit more of this, then we'll go back to play some more music. Doing better? Awesome.
People were doing. They were actively.
Alex, that's a crime to say that guy. To even say that, to say that he was
part of
actively
a group that
he
Oh,
had
for
no.
sure.
You think he should have been shot?
He shoved an ICE agent right before they
What's putting words in his mouth? Did he say that he should have been pew-pewed? No, he did not say that.
He went for it. He de-arrested somebody. He has the authority. Does he have the authority to de-arrest somebody?
I didn't hear anybody say that it was justified to shoot the guy. No, he's lying on the ground. He was completely helpless. You don't shoot him after the fact.
You want to answer my question? Does he have the authority to de-arrest somebody when officers are grabbing a woman?
The authority. Does the federal law?
Well, I think James has answered all the other guys' questions. This guy will not answer a straightforward question from James.
Answer my question with a question. Answer my question.
I don't know what you.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. He said the de-arrest.
The woman that he de-arrested right before, he was pulling her away. He has no authority to do that.
He was pulling away. He was a nurse. That was his instinct. So does that mean?
That's not an excuse to commit a crime.
So a nurse pulling a person away from agents, whoever they are.
That's not what a nurse does. A nurse does not have a Hippocratic oath or something like that. Plus, the Hippocratic oath has nothing to do with what another person does. It's what you do. Oh, cow. This guy is just irritating me. Yeah, here's the link for James and some other people out there. I usually put a banner at the bottom. I forgot to do that this time, but you'll see James's link right there. Second one down? Yeah, second one down. And here's the banner for you. I like to usually have on the screen. James Klug, there it is.
And he gets shot by two agents. That's justifiable. Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm saying is bad things can happen when you screw
That's
around
a pretty
with
bad thing. That's
officers
not
with
just
a
a
loaded
bad
gun.
thing. That's not getting a bloody nose.
I'm not
That's
saying-
murder.
I'm not saying it's a beautiful thing and he deserved it. I'm saying bad things can happen when you wrestle with officers carrying a loaded weapon. He literally shoved an officer. He literally shoved an officer right before they
Okay,
tackled him to
Jamie
the ground.
Peterson, right, or Mike Tyson. He was pushing the officer, they were fighting for their lives. Like they were saying, 6 guys can't control one
And
guy.
was impeding ICE
6
operations.
freaking guys.
You're defeating your own argument again. Yes, because the reason they need 6 guys is because the guy was, for one, pushing the other guy, and they're going to use the amount of force necessary to subdue people that are acting violently. Do you understand this? If he wasn't acting violently, they wouldn't need 6 people.
He was committing a federal crime, and then he assaulted a federal officer. And then you're saying, "Oh my God, an accident
These
happened."
ICE agents are so competent at what they do that they
My
couldn't
only
control one
position is I'm
guy.
not shocked that an accident happened there.
But that wasn't just an accident. That was total incompetence.
No.
That's beyond accident.
No,
and
it's
accident like I bump my no. 6 men could not control one person. You're talking.
You defeated your own argument. You just got through saying that he was just laying there. He was just laying there. Now you're saying they needed 6 men. So if 2 men weren't enough for him, why would they need 6 men? Maybe because he was large and he was acting belligerently. And sometimes you need to make sure you have enough force to immediately subdue somebody. And when he keeps fighting, when there's multiple men there, that's not a good thing.
Tell me that.
It's actually the safest way to make an arrest is with multiple officers.
Thank you for answering my question, James. Thank you.
Okay,
Well,
so
they shot him way more than twice, 2 times.
6 guys could now. You're so that's so over the top.
I mean,
That
not
is
every
so
single
over the
shooting
top.
is incredibly clean. They call it awful but lawful, where you know what you know at
So
that
that's
very
why the Minnesota
moment.
authorities are not allowed to have any access to anything.
They have no authority over the federal agents. That's why here in New Jersey, you guys can't just make law and say, "Oh, they can't wear masks anymore." You have no.
That's the law, right? They can't wear masks. Why not? Why come state rights don't have state rights? I don't get that.
It's because these are separation of powers.
Has he read the Constitution? Supremacy Clause. Why can't states tell feds what to do. 7th grade constitutional class would tell you that. No Mountain Dew today. Thank you, Wolfie. No Mountain Dew today. Sorry. I know you want me to drink Mountain Dew, but I'm not going to drink Mountain Dew, okay?
They're a good thing.
But how come they're always talking about state rights?
Immigration enforcement is federal.
About state rights when it comes to
When it comes to what? Nobody says states. When there's things that the government doesn't do, then the states can do those things. When there's things that the federal government does do, states cannot go against those things. Holy cow. Ryder, if you're in here, your dog knows more than this guy.
the ICE thing, it's not a state right.
Because it's
so
immigration and
so let me
federal.
ask you something. I'm gonna tell you
This has been settled debate for a long time.
Blunt. I'm not involved with the
You want each
affiliation.
state to make their
But
own
I will
immigration
tell you
laws?
this, I'll give you a good point. I'm not
You don't have a country
affiliated,
anymore.
but
It's the United States.
mafia. The worst day of the year for the mafia. You know what day it is? Take a guess.
I wouldn't even know where to start, sir.
Halloween.
Okay.
Because you can wear a mask and you can shoot somebody. I've done this for 20 years or more.
Right.
So these mask agents, I said from the get-go, you could have guys.
You can, yes, anybody technically can pew somebody, but guess what? Is that person in the mask? Can they be hunted by the authorities and arrested and charged for murder? Yes, they can. What a stupid freaking thing to say.
Be doing, trying to impersonate ICE agents and just kidnapping. They've had crimes like that.
People do that with
And
FBI agents all the time. It's actually
And he's saying this while there's 10 or 20 people over there in black bloc hiding their identities. Does he put two and two together? Why would they be hiding their entire identities? ICE agents will cover their face and things like that. These guys will cover their entire bodies in black. But they're okay. They're okay. They're fighting against ICE.
federal crime and it's illegal.
Well, the point is, it empowers the criminals to do this type of behavior.
I'd say that's probably one of the weaker.
I did not watch it. I was watching Danny and Chris or something like that. But yeah, after my stream, whatever, Unfiltered saw that I was watching Tommy Temper. So Unfiltered, I think, went over there and joined a panel over there. Did you join that panel too, Jeannie? I'll rewatch it or whatever later on. Maybe it's, or if you want to clip whatever you want to clip out of it, it'd be cool to see that if you were watching that one there. But yeah, I think Unfiltered was on the, they're probably making fun of Canadians or whatever he does.
But okay, I'll hear that out. I'll hear that out.
In fact,
I'd say people are acting like actual animals, where death threats are up 8,000%.
He always has, once in a while when he has panels, there's some kind of very interesting Canadian type people over there where they argue with each other. Like you said this in chat, you made fun of me or something like that. And he kind of plays into that because just like on my stream, sometimes, if you don't have a little bit of drama or something like that, nobody wants to watch. So, and Jeannie, somebody wanted to say hi to you just real quick here. Hi, Jeannie. You miss. Hey, you be nice, Jeannie. Be nice to me, okay? I hope you be nice. That was Mr. Brickley 1.0.
Assaults are up 1,000%. People are following them around, including you, around cities, taking photos of them, reporting where.
Oh, somebody's calling Tommy Temper names or calling Unfiltered names?
they are, putting their lives in danger, and then you get upset that they're wearing masks.
Yeah,
this doesn't make any sense.
Because anybody can come.
No other agency experiences
guys
that
with
danger,
masks come up to
and
you.
then you get upset that they're wearing masks.
Yeah,
this doesn't make any sense.
Because anybody can come.
No other agency experiences that
guys with
danger.
masks come up to
They're not lagging right now.
you and say, "Get out of your car. We're going to take your car." Would you just think they're ICE?
They all had
Would say
police,
they're
and they
ICE?
all, yeah,
You
probably.
know, to make, yeah.
Everyone knows who they are, including you guys. That's why you guys follow them around all around town.
No, they don't.
You gotta see the cactus. You gotta see the
They
cactus.
literally can't go around in these ICE vehicles right here because people, violent leftists, will hunt them down, attack them, report their positions. And these are people that are making arrests.
You're using really extreme terms. Has an ICE agent been shot and killed by a lethal, violent?
They've been shot at, yeah, multiple times.
Have they been killed?
Yeah.
Has anyone been killed?
There was even
How
a
many
guy
ICE
that took his
So how many
rifle and
ICE
shot at an
agents-
ICE facility and
how
ended
many
up killing
How many ICE
illegals,
agents and
actually.
how many people shot at Trump? And they were not liberal people. It happens all the time. How many ICE agents
They
are
weren't liberal people. Who?
I'm saying the people.
Who
that
wasn't a
Trump
liberal
shot-
that
Well, the
shot
guy in Pennsylvania, his family was conservative.
He voted. He he donated to Democrats. He obviously didn't like Trump. It doesn't matter if his
Well,
family's
obviously,
conservative.
I'm
He
saying,
voted.
I'm saying shootings.
No, you keep changing what you're saying, buddy. Whenever he's saying defeats your argument.
donated to
I'm
Democrats.
saying conservatives shoot just as much as liberals. Okay, and I'm saying it doesn't have to take a liberal.
No, that's not what you're saying. You said everybody that pew Trump was a conservative. My goodness, this guy is just.
It's a both
To
sides
shoot.
thing. That's what
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying.
a
So
both
conservatives
sides.
are
No, what I'm saying is
tracking
that
down
you
law
said-
enforcement in the streets in almost every single city around the United States. They're clashing with federal agents almost every single night around the United States.
What
If there's
about
a,
what about the ranchers in was that New Mexico? They were what? They were not liberals.
I have to go
Remember
back
that?
maybe like a
Remember
week
that?
to find violence. You have to go back.
No,
How
but
long ago was that?
remember Dude, you think that
How many years
every
ago was that?
murder done in the United States is done by liberals?
He didn't say more. Listen to the words, buddy. He said violence. Violence. You can do violence without unaliving people. Listen. My goodness. James knows this video probably went viral, but he's like putting up with the stupidest words here.
Really believe that?
That is not what I said. You just
truly
put that in my
believe-
mouth.
No, but that's
how many
what
years
you're
did you have to go back
implying.
for that? Could you name the year on that one?
I'm just throwing something out there.
No,
I'm
no, I
saying
know.
that you're saying, and that's like that was a serious like. You
I mean,
can't mention one ICE agent's been
there's a
killed.
high profile-
I'm sorry, you can't mention one ICE agent.
Oh, last year there's border patrol that was shot by a leftist. Left.
Yep. Manhunt tied to anarchist, vegan, cult, and border patrol agent unliving. U.S. Border Patrol. There, right there. January 20th.
Activists. They've been shot at multiple times by
Man who fired at an ICE hated U.S. government.
activists. 100% puts their lives in danger. But not just that. These are also the people that hunt down some of those dangerous people in the United States. Cartel members, gang members.
They don't hunt them down. The prosecutors on them. Because I'll tell you what, the prosecutors.
The enforcement arm is ICE.
No, they're not. They're the state prosecutors.
He's an idiot.
Office. Come to Trent, dude. You're talking now. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not using the facts.
I know very
Because
well.
I've been on the ground. No. You say the SWAT team, and I told you already, they're not going into the gang neighborhoods in
You
Trent.
want to pull up arrests right now? We can
Yeah.
The state prosecutor is going into the neighborhoods. The state prosecutor won't go into the neighborhoods until after it's cleared of dangerous situations. Who clears out those dangerous situations? Police. If it's a federal crime, that police is backed up by feds. You idiot.
Pull them up.
Let's do it.
30-some
Let's check 'em
percent
out.
are- 30-some
No,
percent
no, no, I don't
are.
mean stats. I just mean let's just
Go
show.
ahead.
Let's just
Show me
show.
the stats. Show me the stats.
I'm not saying stats. I'm just saying recent arrests. Let's check them out.
Yeah, it's like 30-some% right, are criminals. But you're saying
I said I'm
cartel
not talking about
members.
the stats.
You're saying cartel members.
I'm talking about this is the enforcement arm for people in the country illegally, and there's a lot of bad people that have to be in the
No,
country
Arnold,
illegally.
nobody argues that. What I'm telling you is that they're not going after these people, at least in Trenton. They're avoiding those
It's worse
neighborhoods.
first.
They're
That's the
avoiding.
biggest priority.
They're not getting them. That's what I'm saying. The people in Trenton that are undocumented, they want them to round a lot of the criminals up, the hardened criminals.
Mhm.
The sad thing is now that they're moving to the neighborhoods where the hardened criminals live, because ICE won't go into those neighborhoods. Isn't that ironic?
We got Kelvin
So the people
Romero
they're trying to
of
round up-
Honduras. We got convicted of killing a 66-year-old Nashville musician. This guy looks like he got picked up
But
and deported. That's
again-
good news,
but
right?
again- yeah, that is good news. But again,
They're really easy to find. They're very transparent about it. You want to see
Why
more?
aren't they picking up people that are hardened criminals that we know?
Oh,
You're
that guy's not
giving
hard to
it
He's a good
I'm
guy.
saying in Trenton. I'm saying in Trenton.
Trenton,
Come to Trenton.
you want?
It's a national issue. Why do you keep poking at one city or something like that? What an idiot.
Come to
Trenton
Trenton.
specifically?
Yeah.
You want me to see if I can find it
Yeah,
in Trenton?
find somebody.
Because they're all over the United
You know what
States.
it's going to be? It's going to be the prosecutor's office that show up. Because
It was on Tommy Temper's show. Let me give you the link here. Tommy Temper. Right there. Pull it over here for now. You guys are getting tired of this conversation. It's okay. Probably live from last night. Schedule. He's gonna do another after dark panel tonight at around 10:20 or so. 12 hours ago. Here's this after dark panel here. Let me see if we can skip ahead to find it here. If you remember the hour mark or whatever, let me know. Canada. Let's skip ahead. Skip ahead. Skip ahead. 12th man. Ryan Phoenix. Okay, then shortly around this time that I think I didn't raid him, but I sent put the link for his thing or whatever. Who's in this one? Gary? No. Yeah, you like Tommy Temper? Yeah, he's a good guy. I watch him and raid him quite often.
got way more money to spend on
You
stuff.
guys have 5%.
Probably later in this show, probably, right?
It won't change until they make huge changes, and that's
It's not who I thought it was. Phoenix, Tommy Temper stepped away. Brett, no, not who he's what. Unfiltered, where are you hiding? There he is. How long into the unfiltered? How long after unfiltered joined was the craziness? There he is right there. Oh, there he is again. I could probably right around here somewhere.
And I told you that 2 years ago, Tommy.
Johnny Black
I
Eyes.
mentioned this 2 years ago.
What's up?
I told you Danielle Smith is no one to
Got
be
you in there.
trusted.
Oh yeah.
And she proves herself.
Everybody should have saw Danielle Smith as a
There you go.
fucking traitor. As
All
a
right, boys.
traitor,
I
when
did.
she crossed the floor.
I
When she
did.
crossed the floor from the Wild Rose
I
to
seen
the
her. I
Conservatives.
seen her as a traitor 2 years ago. Of course, she traded.
That was
I
no,
seen her
this
as
was
that.
longer than that ago. This is when the NDP won the election here and took power here in the province. What was that? Back in like 2015 or something like that. It was 10 years ago, something like that. It was because Danielle Smith crossed the floor and took a couple other MLAs with her, and it threw the election to the NDP, who were left holding the bag of previous Conservative mismanagement. That's exactly what happened. And for doing that, she's been rewarded by being given the premier. And now that's why she's going along with like absolutely everything the
Those
establishment
guys are
wants.
seriously
Everything.
trained.
From pipelines to fucking AI data centers to digital IDs to fucking everything. She's a complete fucking sellout.
Okay, everyone on the panel, stand by. We got Johnny Black Eyes.
Yeah, I agree.
I
agree.
On the panel here. Go ahead, Johnny. Can't complain. Can't complain.
We're all right. Yeah, yeah. Carry on. Carry on. What you got, Brian? Are you a liberal?
Hey, so I want to
Can you
hop
ask a
in
better
here. I was
question?
listening to this gentleman. Was it Brett that was just on here rattling off? He won't vote conservative.
Can
he
we
won't
ask you a better
vote
question?
Liberal. He won't vote any of this shit. So in America, we have the same group of people. They're the socialists. They always say the same shit this gentleman was using. That same argument. They won't go this or that. My question is, so what's this?
Keep in mind, Unfiltered went in a little bit hot there, maybe not real hot, but he was kind of calling him out.
Solution? I'm talking American politics here. There is no third party. There's no chance of a third party. So your solution is basically throw down your hands.
Well, then I
give
guess
up.
you're
So
not paying much attention.
I'm
You're
paying
obviously
some
not paying
Of course, there's a
attention.
chance for a third party.
But hey, so how many provinces you guys got there in Canada?
They're called provinces, and you're not paying enough attention to your own
Canada.
politics
Canada.
because Marjorie Taylor
Or
Greene,
Canada.
Tucker Carlson, and Thomas Massey are all trying to start a third party. So I guess you should pay more attention.
And you must not be paying attention because no one in our country likes any three of those people. We call them cucker.
Oh, yes, they do.
Well, we
Well,
don't.
we-
Yeah, well,
they're
your
fake
country is.
conservatives.
I mean, I can tell by your
who fucking
fucking
cares what your fucking country
You're
likes.
a
anyway?
magotard, so I can see that
Who
you're.
fucking cares what your country likes?
So
Like, do you think?
There's both these guys are going after Unfiltered on that one there. Interesting situation there. Here, let's go back to this conversation here. Let's say it's getting heated.
But I'm saying they're not going. I'm telling you, in
And they're allowed to check. They're allowed to, like,
gonna-
for example,
they do.
they're
I
allowed to
know
check
people. They've
people's
gone up and they'll
information.
grab them and they'll say, "Okay, Social Security, I'm going to give it to
The people that you associate with are also like in the face of vice all the time, and I've seen
No,
how you
they're
guys
not.
operate.
No,
But
I'm talking about
but-
people on the street of Flint. I'm not talking myself.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're immigrants that have actually, or some are Puerto Rican,
a
or
lot
they've
of
got the
it's word of mouth. You hear a
papers.
lot of this stuff, but the truth is, a lot of it has to do with
You're
a
not
lot of it.
on the street, though. That's what I'm
No,
trying to say.
we've documented at the southern border. We've documented all
So
over.
why don't you drive
We see
in
the stuff.
Why don't you drive in a truck? I'm saying you have not.
I'll go there. I promise you.
Of course,
You
the border,
really
of
wants
course
us to go there.
they're coming.
If it's not happening, there, it's not happening at all. You know.
Look, of course you're going to get people at
If
the
it's happening
border.
there, it's happening over.
No, of course you get people. I'm not talking about people crossing across the border.
No, I understand you.
I'm talking about immigrants that are
what I
living
wanted
in
meant
the
was-
city.
yes.
And I'm telling you, if you talk to the immigrants, The undocumented. I'm gonna
By the way,
describe
they
them.
get everything for free.
They-
They get paid to leave, all this stuff. The only reason why they're getting swooped up is because they're
You know what's
literally breaking the law and
hilarious?
refusing.
Did you ever
Let's get
go-
back. Wait.
Did you ever go to a nice office?
No.
That guy's doing a nice office. They have the goofiest photo. It's so stupid. It's like a guy who's like Fidel Castro.
Who is it?
It's ridiculous. No, it's an advertising thing because you have to check in. You know, if you're not undocumented, you go through the process. And I've helped people do.
Yes, they're undocumented. Your guys' words say it. If you're undocumented, you have to check in. I would prefer them just to check out back to where they came from, but at least check in with your local immigration authorities.
That who are following the process, they check in every 6 months or so, and they're legal. Okay, they're getting.
Until they're not, because they're probably going to get denied.
No, a lot of them do get.
The overwhelming majority get their asylum cases denied because they're economic asylees, and that fails for
I can tell
asylum.
you, there's a number that have not. Okay, and they're going through the process. They got their work.
That
They
data's
got their
well
work
out there.
permit.
You can look up.
4 to 6% of people from South America get their asylum claim accepted. Most of the large majority do not. If you're coming from across the ocean, then it's a little bit different. But
right now, pull it up. ChatGPT.
Well, I'm telling you, the people I've been with. But you're asking me, how do I know? It's like taking this check-in.
Anecdote.
There's a poster. It looks
anecdotes don't help you in this case, buddy.
like Fidel Castro. And the guys are crying with emotion. And these two immigrants up that were getting through the process, they were laughing like, this is so ridiculous. Like you're saying, okay, great, you're going to.
What's ridiculous is them breaking into a country and then claiming asylum, which they very likely don't qualify for because it's very limited. And then what?
There's special.
Well, let me finish on that. And they get free housing, free healthcare, free food, free a bunch of stuff. And then they get offered $2,500 to leave because they entered a country illegally. We literally have the most humane immigration process imaginable, and people are still complaining. It is crazy that we're even having this
go to the
conversation.
border crossing, and they do get permission to enter for a period of time. Right? A lot of them do go through the border, and they do get permission to enter for a period of time.
Because they put a button on an app that Biden put up, whatever. That's not how the process is supposed to go. That's how he made it go by an executive order. I should almost verify that there, didn't he? When Biden made the app for illegals to check in on, did he do that via an executive order? The Biden administration did not create the CBP One app by the executive order. The app itself was originally launched by U.S. Customs and Border Patrol in October 2020. Trump, under the Trump administration, as a tool for commercial trucking and scheduling cargo. How the app was adapted, that's the question here. An administrative expansion. The Biden administration expanded the app's use in January 2023 through the Department of Homeland Security to let migrants in Central and Northern Mexico's schedule appointments at ports of entry. This change was implemented through administrative actions and policy guidance by DHS and CBP. It doesn't say it, but under Biden, obviously, under existing statutory authorities such as humanitarian parole and processing exceptions rather than through a presidential executive order. Humanitarian parole. What the heck?
It's not like they're just literally sneaking.
The overwhelming majority go between ports of entry.
Okay, but a lot of them also get registered and they're allowed to come.
Not a lot, but there's a sizable amount. Sure.
Those are the people. Some of the people I've helped who were in that situation.
Well, then good for those people, but they probably also won't qualify for asylum. You know. Anyways, the reason I want to go back to it is you were telling me.
Yeah.
Well, you were telling me that it's civil. It's not criminal. Okay, so what's the offense? You're telling me that it's an
No, you're
infraction.
not supposed to enter without. It's true. You're not supposed to enter
Is it
without.
a criminal offense to enter without permission?
What I've been told by attorneys, it is not. You're not a criminal. Okay, it's an offense. It's a civil. It's a civil.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a civil infraction, is what you're saying. What would you compare it to?
What would I compare it to?
Yeah. What would you compare that offense to?
Well, let's put it this
Entering the
way.
United States
I would say-
illegally.
I
What would
say
you
it's
compare it
much
to?
worse to shoot someone who's lying on the ground. So, dude,
Changing the subject.
Answering the question is come on, buddy.
By 6, I said,
What
no,
would you
you
compare
just
it to?
asked me, what would I compare it to? I can't put on a scale. I'm just saying, if you're going from one extreme to the other, I'm saying it's much less worse than
Right,
somebody
we
in 6. I say, right.
I'm saying, like, are you comparing it to a parking ticket? The reason why I'm bringing this up because it is obviously a federal criminal offense. It's a misdemeanor under 8 U.S. Code 1325. That's the first entry. It's like a DUI or assault. Yeah, that's what a it's above an infraction, below a felony. Your second entrance. So first of all, not civil right there. So these lawyers that you're talking to, they have no clue what they're talking about.
It's not a
Second infraction.
It's not
He's not, he's not, didn't talk to lawyers about that. He's trying to use an authoritarian figure and everything to make it look like his argument's good or whatever, lying about it.
A misdemeanor is literally a criminal offense.
Let me look that up. You might be right, but the point is it? You think it's that serious?
Talk to your lawyer friends, buddy. Everybody knows this.
Where they have to be ripped out of their house in the middle of the night, and a lot of times these people
You're changing the subject. I'm combating what you were saying originally, which you said it's not a criminal offense. It obviously is. Second offense, if they re-enter, guess what that is? 8 U.S. Code 1326. It is a felony if prosecuted. Say, is misdemeanor a crime?
Is it a criminal offense to illegal enter the United States across the border? And this might be wrong. And that's why.
Yes, entering or attempting to enter the United States outside is an official.
Okay, you're right.
Is a criminal offense.
Let's see.
Improper entry. 1325. Felony.
Is a
1326.
misdemeanor to a first offense. It's a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanors
is a crime. This guy, seriously, we already said it was a felony the first time.
A criminal offense.
Okay, but it's a misdemeanor.
DUI or assault.
Okay, so DUI, assault at misdemeanor. You sure about that?
Yeah, well, there's
if
different.
you
There's very
brutal,
reasons
I was going to
assault.
say, what's an assault? So if Mike Tyson
The
beats.
fact that we're even debating
I'm
that right
saying,
now.
No, but you're.
It's just like nitpicky.
I mean, you're trying to equate it to an assault.
No,
There's
I'm
different
just
levels
trying.
of assault.
I'm trying to tell you that it's not an infraction. Is what I'm trying to tell you by giving you a comparison, so it can paint a picture.
But again, why did Trump?
I'm being very
differentiate
fair.
between the hardened criminals, though, and the people that are just cross.
We don't know. We don't know who they all are. First of all, because they're in the country without our permission, so we don't know who they are. Because that's a good selling point. Worst first. That was on his official agenda 47.
That's the problem.
You haven't really demonstrated that he's.
You already said that 30% of the people he's going after there. So guess what? That proves that yes, worst first, since there's people out there that are that. It doesn't mean only criminals and then other people. It means make your focus the criminals.
Not.
Well, you have
they have collaterals. It's not worst only. It's worst first. So they can prioritize a lot of their resources towards the bad people. But it literally does not make sense to not be also doing ICE operations in the vicinity. And first of all, anybody that enters the United States is illegal. We do not wait till they injure or kill an American citizen to figure out if we want to deport them.
But they're not doing just collateral. They're literally just coming into the city, picking someone off the street, and taking them
They're
away.
allowed to check their information. They're not allowed to check them, take them away without.
Sure, they've done it. You know, they picked up
a lot
guy
of
that was
information
in the
about the
military,
individual.
dude, and he
Yeah.
was in.
I mean, they can make mistakes here and there.
Well,
That
that's
happens with
what
police
I'm
officers,
saying.
for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying.
But
They're
to
not
say
just.
it's widespread. It's a total lie.
Well, you have to come to trend. Widespread. I'm telling you right
Widespread. Make it all about printing. Okay. Anyway, you guys want to see that other stuff that I over here? Let me see. Where is it at? Here, this one here.
Next question.
Next.
That wasn't a question.
All we have to do is
It's a
turn off the
statement of
oil,
fact.
electricity, and natural gas, and the U.S. would be on their knees overnight.
Yeah, you
That's all
guys
we'd have
think
to do.
that. You think that, but you know, if I want to go get a
No, we
curry
don't think that. We know
We know
that.
that.
if I
We
wanna
know
get a
that.
curry
Then we
dish, I'll
shut
go up
off.
north
We
and get
shut
a
off
curry
all the
dish.
fertilizer, all that
Yeah.
stuff with the fertilizer that we have. We shut everything off. Yeah,
Well,
and we shut
let
off our
me just
aluminum
say this.
that you guys
I
need
don't think
for
that's
your
gonna
fucking
happen.
air-
Minerals,
That's what I mean.
proteins,
We're gonna
for
shut
to build
everything
your
everything
we
off.
fucking
take off.
airplanes. We shut it-
Especially we're not going to shut off.
We shut
our
it
oil.
all off.
No, that's
So
you
shut
guys
the
wanna
fuck up,
see it
Americans.
Like frickin' Ontario.
Don't
Doug
sit
Ford.
there,
Love to see
Americans,
it.
with your cocky fucking attitude. Okay,
Hey, you know
fuck
what,
you
guys-
and your
you guys
cocky
trying
fucking
to trade
attitudes,
war with our-
Americans.
with our
Because you
country.
know what?
Look
We
how
could
that
do
played
well
out.
without
RV, you
we
are
have every
American.
fucking resource here without you.
Hey,
RV
Shut
is
the fuck
American.
up,
you tried to trade war
Americans.
with
Yeah,
It don't
you got
matter.
treated like
I have
China.
lived in
Hey,
Canada all my
Take your
life,
own advice.
and I support the Canadians.
Hey, I
Take your
support the
advice.
I
Canadians
support the
too.
Canadians
Not you- not-
because
not
I've
the
lived here all my
Canadians that
life.
sold their
Fuck
country
off,
out to the
Americans, you cocky
foreigners.
fucking,
I
you
support the real
cocky
Canadian patriots that
dickheads,
don't sell
you
their
cocky
country out.
dickheads. Fuck off.
Treat our American friends with a little bit,
Oh,
you know,
man.
a little nicer. Come on.
Hey,
Gee,
no, come
I
on,
don't
dude.
to
Like,
hear that.
Well, maybe
respect
they
is
should
given
treat
where
us
respect
with
is earned,
respect.
and he did not.
Doug Ford.
He came in and talking shit about Canada from the
Yeah, is he Jeannie's in the chat laughing there over there on the side there?
start.
Hey, I'm
Like,
not
he
talking
obviously
shit.
doesn't
I'm
know
looking
shit.
out for
He
you boys.
obviously doesn't know shit about Canada.
Hey,
He obviously
You
doesn't know
Americans
how it
have your
works.
head up so
Let me
fucking far up
You
your
say this.
ass.
If I
Dude,
don't
Canada
know shit
already
about
shut
Canada,
up.
Why don't you take the flag?
Can you show
Why
me?
don't you
You got
take the
no
flag,
credibility.
wrap it
Show me
around
the
your
Canadian,
fucking head, and then
Where's my
kiss your
flag?
ass?
Hang on.
Hey, can you
Where's
show
my
me
Okay.
the
Florida flag?
Canadian Constitution? You guys even have a Constitution?
Fucking morons.
Yes, we do.
You do.
I like
Where-
that.
where is it?
1982.
Where is it?
Can we-
1982,
who's-
the Constitution
Who's this
Act.
American?
The
Like, this boy that's
1984,
causing
amendment,
division that
sir.
doesn't know
1801?
shit.
You know,
Y'all,
it's not
y'all
very
remember when we
typical-
burnt
You
down the
fucking-
White?
All right, I use the restroom there. Temper is the thing to if you want. So watch Tommy Temper, but I'll let you guys watch this while I go to use the facilities. All right, be nice. Otherwise, Jeannie's gonna get cranky with you.
Americans are
Not as cranky as she would be with her friend here that's gonna make another appearance here. But she'll be kind of cranky. Right there. Okay. Be nice. Be nice to Prickly there.
so
created
fucking
your original
cocky, I swear.
Constitution in the 1800s was the Parliament and the Redcoats created your
Remember
original
when
Constitution.
Canada
It was
All
amended
we're
in
trying to do is change things here in
1984. It was
Canada.
amended in 1984, and you guys think you have sovereignty,
we're
but your
trying to fucking
Solicitor
change it.
General has, by the king himself,
Here
has
in Canada.
absolute power to overdo any laws passed by your alleged sovereign government, which you don't have. You guys are not even a
Hey.
sovereign nation.
Oh,
Hold
I
on, before we
hate
speak
hearing
anymore,
fucking talk
what
about shit, man.
gender?
No
What
fucking
gender do
clue
you?
about
I know. It's like we call it
What
the
is
King
your
of
gender?
England before
How do I
anything
Yeah,
happens
how do
here
you
in Canada.
identify?
Mark Carney, right away. King of England. Come
Oh,
on
yeah, you gotta-
over.
You gotta
Answer that
pick
question
up the tail and
first.
kiss his ass. I mean,
The
the
hell's that
king.
all about?
Yeah, how do you identify? How do you identify,
Okay,
Ryan? How do you
hold on,
identify?
hold on,
the
let's
other?
pump the brakes for a
That's for you
second.
boys.
What do you
Let's
identify
pump the
as?
brakes for a second. How
Yes,
does
sir.
the MAGA guy feel about Donald Trump and the whole entire administration being
Wait.
Israel first, not America
So
first?
Donald
Israel.
Trump lives rent free in your head. We don't talk about Donald Trump. We talk about our country, America first. Donald Trump's
Well,
a
that's not what Donald Trump
the
is. though.
MAGA
We're the
movement
NDP
lived before Donald Trump, and it'll live after Donald Trump. That's what's
Rubio,
wrong with you,
headset,
TDS
fucking-
syndrome
You know
people.
what?
Is you think
Okay.
everybody's up Donald Trump's ass.
Okay, dumb fuck. Oh, okay, they're genius. If it's just TDS, then why didn't
Oh, it's
Poland
TDS.
just completely ignore what Germany was doing? And it didn't matter if Germany was on their doorstep waging economic warfare on them and threatening Poland.
wonder Brett
Poland
gets
should
so
just mind their own
frustrated.
business, right?
Well, I don't
know.
give a
Poland
shit
should just
about
mind their own
Poland.
business.
And I don't give a
Poland
shit
should
about
mind
those
their
other
own. Can I
countries.
finish landing my point here? Poland should just
That is
mind their own
like
business, and
one
they
of the
shouldn't have
smartest men in the
talked
room
about
tonight.
Hitler at all, right? If they talked about Hitler at all, it was just Hitler
Well,
derangement
hey,
syndrome.
this,
If anyone
Why are you
should
talking
start
about
this
a war?
isn't World War II,
They
brother.
might learn something.
That's
You're
World
so
War.
dumb. It's World War III, you dumb fuck.
And obviously, you know
maggot
nothing
fuck
about
bird.
Poland and how that happened, right? Because you don't know your geography,
stupid.
brother.
I fucking hate MAGA fucking morons.
Yeah, I know.
Those
That's
right
why
as a
you'd
sack
rather
of
vote.
fucking rocks.
You'd rather vote in a socialist than anybody else, right? Because you're that same
Oh
group
my
that's like,
God, these
I
guys are
won't vote
Where's my
left,
Trump
I won't
hairdos
vote
when I
right.
need
I'm
it?
sick with all of them. So let me put my thumb up my ass and vote for
Yeah, why don't
the socialists or the foreigners that took over your country. You know, was it either
You're
Curry or-
under
or
foreign
Kampala?
control, you stupid fuck. What state do you live in?
I live in the greatest state in the Union, the United States.
What state?
Which state?
Welcome
Yes.
to Canada. Welcome.
Yeah, because we're Corey.
What state do you live in? Because I
Doesn't
bet
matter.
you,
What?
yes, it matters. Because I bet you
it's
that the state
Texas.
that you
Probably Texas.
the state that you live, if it's Texas, they definitely have it. The state that you live in, I
Alberta
bet you
and
it's fucking
Texas
$100.
are brothers from a
Definitely
different
couldn't be
mama.
California. Definitely not
Yeah,
California.
you know, California boys.
I
Dude,
bet you
for real, Texas and
$100.
Alberta are brothers from another mother.
I
They're the
bet you
only difference is the
$100.
temperature.
Hey,
All-
listen
all
for
I
a second.
wanna-
Listen
all I wanna
fucking real
see-
good.
This is my
I
thing
know.
with Canada. I would love to see the Canadian
No, this is
people
right here.
Listen
stand
and listen
up
real
to
good for a
the
second.
royal
There's
crown
more there.
and
But they're definitely
displace them
morons.
like we did in
You're so dumb.
1776, and that's what we support down south. Anything
You're
else
not
is
getting
like
it there,
flags
genius.
and LGBT shit, and you're
Do
letting
you
the
think
curry
you run your
shops open
country?
up everywhere. No.
Do you think that you people of the United States run your country? Because I can tell you what, you sure as fuck don't. And I
We
bet you
run
the
it a hell
state
of a
that you
lot
live
better
in.
than you.
Brett, you
I
just
bet
run
no,
the
you don't.
internet.
I bet you the state that you live in. Let me quiet over there. I bet you the state that you live in has anti-BDS legislation where you can't get government contracts if you boycott Israel.
Well, that's your opinion. I've never heard of that. We don't focus
Well,
on the
look
Israel.
it up then.
Israel is a pawn of the United States.
Opinions are irrelevant.
If
though.
you haven't
Your
figured
opinion
out
is irrelevant.
Israel is a pawn of the United
Opinions
States,
are
then
like
you're not
assholes.
paying attention.
You're so dumb.
Israel does not run our country, son.
Stupid.
You're one of those. Oh, it's the Jews. It's the Jews.
Oh my God.
No, it's not the
They're involved
Jews.
with everything.
USA.
It's not
hey.
the Jews.
That's what you're getting.
It's not the Jews. You're
There's a scene from
you
the
talk
States
about
right there.
things you're ignorant on. You're ignorant.
So you
It's not the
say.
Jews.
All right. So what about a Second Amendment? You have anything like that
What's
in your
happening
country?
in the States?
What Second Amendment?
Exactly. You don't have one.
No, you don't either. Where is
He's
it?
not from Texas. He's somewhere
Where
up
is it?
north, like closer. to
Where's your
South area.
Second Amendment? You literally have Nazi Gestapo in the streets,
Oh,
just
good
fucking
Lord.
kidnapping fucking citizens.
Oh, ICE is
with no
kidnapping
due process.
citizens.
You have a tyrannical government
Oh,
that's
my
fucking building a ballroom because they worship Baal.
ballroom. That's what you're
They
worried about.
worship Baal. You the BA''AL Baal,
Oh,
as
not
in
the
like
BAAL.
no
Yeah, that's-
BA''AL ballroom, just like
Oh.
the whole fucking you notice they fucking Israel struck Iran when Iran burned an effigy of Baal and said this is who you guys fucking
Yes.
worship, and
That's
Israel
right.
lost their
Yes.
fucking minds and fucking
Dude,
bombed Iran.
That's
You have
interesting.
so
Iran
much
was
to
correct.
Israel.
Right.
Israel
Yes.
is
That
nothing
is
to the
interesting.
average American. We don't even care about Israel.
Oh yes, you
Not
do.
as much as you think about them.
You're so dumb.
Trump
Like,
lives rent free in your
See?
head, son.
I can't stand these MAGA morons. They are. There's no
Can't
stand
intelligence.
them.
It's not about MAGA.
Confident and
The guy
ignorant.
just talking, he is ignorant. He just doesn't know anything outside of what he's told in the propaganda in the United States. The United States doesn't allow propaganda to come in from anywhere else but their own government. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
around them.
You boys are.
I like
The first thing he did was
Propaganda
insult Canada when he walked
Hey,
They
let
in.
me
may think
ask you about
Canadians
this.
are dumb.
Let me ask you about this. Why do
We're
you
a
boys
hell
allow
of
the
a lot smarter than
LGBT
Americans.
terrorists to take over your country along with the
That seems
invaders
to be
like
the
the
truth.
Indians and the Muslims?
Because I
They
haven't
ran,
really
they,
come
there are no
across-
Canadians anymore, boys.
You are so stupid. You
There
are
are
not
no
intelligent
Canadians
enough to understand.
anymore, boys.
You're being sold this bullshit that like
I
Muslims
go
are
to Canada
invading.
all the
'Cause
time.
We're
They're
getting closer
trying
to
to-
that. Hey,
They're
hey,
trying
hey,
to
hey.
distract you. They're trying
I
to
have
distract
agree.
you
We're
from
getting
the
closer to
fact.
what he's talking about there.
I go to Canada
they're
all the
trying.
time.
They're trying to distract you from the
Who's
fact that
they? Wait, who's the they?
the establishment, dipshit. They're trying to distract you.
The big
So
they
when I
is
cross
going
the
to be the
border
banking system.
And I go into
It's
your
going to
major
be
cities.
military industrial
There's a they
complex.
showing me this
or
Truman Show
government.
falsity.
They
That's
are
not
trying.
my eyes.
They're trying to sell you on bullshit about the Muslims are invading.
Do you live
Because
in,
they're
you
trying
live in
to
a rural area, don't you?
You
You
ask
don't
me
live
a
in
question
the
and then
city.
don't let me finish.
But you don't live in the city, do you?
You ask me a question and then don't let me fucking finish. Like
Go
you're
ahead.
a piece of shit. Now they're
I've
trying
attacked you.
to.
Wait, whoa! I
They
haven't
are
attacked your
trying-
character once. You've
They
been
are
using nonsense
trying-
They're not gonna let you finish. They're
Holy
just they're
fuck,
American.
that is RV. You don't have
They're
ad hominem
Americans,
attacks. You've
They're
already
never gonna
accepted
let you finish.
defeat. Go ahead.
You don't know how to shut up and interact like a decent fucking human being. So
No, I just don't like to listen to idiots.
All right. So how is he an idiot?
well, you sure like to seem to listen to yourself.
Says you, Brett. You just
Brett,
talking
have
back
some
instead of
patience.
them.
Well, that's an American,
Let's
isn't it, Brett?
show him how.
Americans always like to
Brett,
listen to themselves.
Brett,
So
That's an
to get
American
back
for
to
you.
your
let's
point,
show him how. Brett,
to get back to your
let's
point,
show him
before
how
I've been so
intelligent he is.
rudely interrupted over and over and over again. They are trying to sell you that Muslims are invading because they're trying to distract you from the fact that Zionists have already took over fucking everything, genius. That's who runs all your media. Your Disney, your Warner Brothers, your CNN, your Fox. It's all run by Zionists. You just gave over your military, you just gave over your intelligence service to Israel. Like you have the AIPAC candidates are fucking ruling. The Randy Fines and all these AIPAC motherfuckers are running the show. Like Zionists have already taken over your country. If Muslims were
AIPAC
trying to
meaning
take
the
over,
Jews.
good luck, because you're up against the Zionists. Americans are not in control of America, and there are millions of Americans that have noticed
No, they're
that
not.
and would agree with that. So you're on an island unto yourself.
Okay, so we're on an island, but
They're
the
not in
protocol.
control of
So,
America.
so the protocols of
Epstein
Zion. What
Apparently.
page are
They're
you
just
referring
dumbfounded,
to
Brett. They
there?
don't know the difference.
Protocols of Zion.
They're not very smart
Which page
over there
in
in
there?
America.
We
Yo,
talking
guys, I have
about?
a serious question for Canadians. Do you think if we stopped importing Muslims and brown people, but we started importing hot Latinas, it would fix the problem?
You see what Jeannie wrote down there at the bottom right there? Brett, talking to Brett guy. Do you ever shut up and let people talk?
Big booty Latinas.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, right. I think
Yes.
everyone would be a lot more happy.
They got to be 9s and 10s though. That's what we do out here.
They gotta be
You know
High
what would
school
be a
elite
better
nines and
idea?
tens alone.
Dude,
9s
if
and
they're
10s.
You want a
hot
better idea?
Go ahead.
What's your
That's
better
a win.
idea?
How about you stop fucking invading countries like Syria and Iraq and creating fucking refugees? How about you stop putting fucking embargoes and sanctions on places like Venezuela
No, Brett,
and creating
Brett,
economic
if
There you
everyone
go.
was happier,
You
and
motherfuckers
are
all
creating
the
the
start bickering about
Okay, cool. So, Brett,
So you don't
you're
like
bringing up this
big booty
argument, but you
Latinas.
just got
Is Brett related to Joe? Is Brett related to Joe? He sounds like Joe. Except Brett's even angrier than Joe usually sounds. Joe tries to be funny once in a while, but same talking points.
to say that we don't have control over that shit.
Iraq.
Which is it?
Afghanistan,
Yeah,
Iraq,
you do.
included.
You keep voting red and blue.
It's always
Who's doing it?
the middle of every war. There's never been
Roboto.
there's never been not a war because America has always started every fucking war everywhere. So why don't you explain that? Why has there been a war? And every fucking war that's been around the fucking world in America started. America started.
Because
you have to
Explain
keep
that.
the peace by starting a war,
Money.
eh? Don't you know?
Power, control, money. Next question.
That's how you keep the peace. Starting
that
a
a
war.
question?
You see that fucking,
Just go out and
you see
start
that chick
wars.
on street?
Yeah, just because you can, right?
That chick that Tommy's showing, Hillary, you see her? She has openly admitted on numerous occasions that the U.S. is entirely responsible for Al Qaeda. Funding,
What
arming,
difference
training,
does it
backing,
make?
all of it.
What
it makes a
difference
huge
does
difference.
it make?
Because then Al
Of course they
Qaeda
are, Brett.
is said to you dumb
Of course they are.
motherfuckers as
Because America
terrorist
is
enemies.
the
that you're
fucking
out
problem.
invading. The U.S.
America
is
is the
creating
fucking
the
problem.
problem.
So
America
when,
is the
so
fucking
when
problem.
Russia invaded the Ukraine,
Government
that
intervened.
was
America
the
starts
United
every
States.
fucking war. Every fucking war.
Advanced
America
military
fucking
Military
starts.
industrial
Well, that'd be the
complex
Zionists,
and
but-
government.
Did America invade itself at Pearl Harbor, World War II? Somebody remind me. Did America attack itself at Pearl Harbor? I'm trying to remember. I don't think the American people attacked the Pearl Harbor. I'm pretty sure that was the Japanese on that one. Pretty sure. World War One, a certain prince or whatever was assassinated by somebody from Bosnia, Herzegovina, Serbia. Hit some, and that country didn't like the other country, and then everybody was picking sides or whatever, and the U.S. was the last one to pick a side, I think, in that World War One. What kind of situation is he talking about?
Every war we've ever been in, America has fucking started.
Military industrial complex.
Really? So World War II, America started that war too? We started that one?
That's not only history, that's a fact.
Okay, how did we start it?
Zionists
Tell me,
that have started
genius.
the wars. Jewish supremacists that are starting the wars.
America started the fucking war. America.
How the Americans started, genius?
They started every
with World
fucking
War
war.
II. I
You
won't
tell
go
me.
back further.
Who's the Brett? At least is smart enough to get these somewhat smart things once in a while, but the other guy who's talking, whoever it is, like he won't answer the simple question: how did start World War II?
Because your
They started every
lack of
fucking
knowledge
war.
of history is very limited. So World War
It's not
II
a
is
lack
very
of knowledge,
different.
my friend. They started every one.
America
They
didn't
started.
start World
No,
War
your
II.
lack
They
of
stopped
being, your lack of being smart is your
3
problem.
years after
Your lack of
Canadian.
being smart is your problem.
We finished the war in,
Wait,
in World
We
War
can't.
II.
We can't make.
What's Geyer's? We're putting the Geyer thing on there. Is that the Rooster Report? No, that's Tommy Temper Show is what that is right there. But let's see if Geyer was able to fix his website. Remember the other day we were watching his website there, the Absolutist American or something like that. Let me see if it shows up on Google. Absolutist American. Did I get that wrong? American Absolutist, right? I think I got it wrong. It didn't show up there. Try it the other way around. Absolutist. That one showed up, maybe. Let's see if it works here. Ooh, is this your website here? This looks a little bit nicer than last time I saw it. Ooh, it might. Ooh, it does look like it's a decent website here. Let me see. Let me check and see Geyer's thing there. Ooh. Top donors. Hey, Jeannie. I don't see Jeannie's link on there. Hayden Swank there. Featured creators. 2 featured creators. Geyer is going to put his name on there, of course. Watch it live. Oh, we got a live link here. Well, you're not live there. Geyer, you're not live. Of course, you're in the chat here. But that's Geyer's link. Yeah, somebody's probably going to put up Geyer's link in a second there. But anyway, this is the American Absolutist. If you guys want to check that out, add that to your bookmark list. Feel free. That's featured. Okay, well, let's see. Let's do an analysis of the website here. Okay. As we shout it out there, so Geyer doesn't get upset if you don't shout things out for a Geyer. He gets cranky. Okay, live broadcast. Let's go over here. Maybe it's over here. Our mission creators. Here we go. So it's there's our favorite one there. Good. Other people there. Oh, what's his name? One of your buddies or something like that used to go to the ICE facility, the young guy or whatever. Who am I thinking of? Friends with Rebel. Anyway, you guys know who I'm thinking of. Brandon Collins is on there too, I guess. Okay, anyway, there's Jeannie. Thing loading there. Where's our content? No live streams. Let's see if we got social media. Got our social media connected. Good. Immigrant. This is from her YouTube, I assume. Oh, I see. It's got the YouTube links. That's interesting. Good. Got all that content. Nice. Oh, Rooster Docs. Oh, yeah. He's interesting. It's once in a while he'll pop in the chat, but I haven't seen him lately. This is the link to her Twitter is right there. Good. Go back to this thing here. This is the link to her YouTube, I assume. Yeah, right there. Good. You guys already should be following her already over there. Double checking. You guys want me to go back to the crazy panel? I will. I just giving Geyer enough of a shout out here so he quits complaining. There we go. Good. I got one follower. Let's do another follower there. Oh, do you have to? I don't want to put my name in there. Create your account to join the community or something like that. I'll probably do that sometime, Geyer, just not right now because I don't want to put my name in there. You have to. I'm going to put Mr. Bill as the first and last name. Is that okay if I put Mr. Bill? I don't want you to get my private information. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. And here's her Twitter. It should be on her link thing too. But anyway, there's the Twitter channel there. Also, good. Okay. There we go. Good. Anybody else that we missed over here? Create our mission. What's your mission? And was built on one unshakable principle: the American people deserve the unvarnished truth. We live in a time of corporate media, monopolies, manufactured narratives, and algorithmic censorship. That's exactly why we exist. No sponsors dictate our coverage. No advertisers silence our voices. No handlers edit our scripts. We believe in America first, not a slogan, not as a real commitment to everything hardworking citizens who has been forgotten, dismissed, or deliberately misled by establishment press. There you go. Guyer's getting excited about this. Don't get too excited, Guyer. Come on now. Let's see here. What else we got? What else? Articles. No articles. No articles. What? Guyer, we want articles. I see no articles. No U.S. articles. No world articles. No politics articles. No business articles. Where's the articles? Tell Jeannie to get on top of it. You better get on top of it. Do some articles. Let's go. I guess you're probably connecting to a Substack or something like that. No articles because you're Guyer. That's a weird reason not to have articles. So maybe Guyer doesn't write. Where's your website, Texas? Hey! Yeah, be nice there, Texas. You'd rather watch Canadians? You'd rather watch Canadians than this? Okay, not that Canadian. The other Canadian that I have hiding over here. You want to watch the Canadian craziness? Here's the Canadian craziness that where'd it go? I had the link. Where did I must have. I'll go back here. No, where did Tommy Temper link go? It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Is it behind it? There it is.
We already established this.
Your fucking exceptionalism is stupid. It's just like the German Nazis thought they were number one. You guys did fucking nothing compared to Russia.
Concentration camps and crazy
you
people like
did
you.
fuck all. Kenny.
Be nice, Mr. Texas. As one drama, here's the drama on the thing here.
Drop fucking weapons of mass destruction, targeting civilian populations with nuclear weapons twice, and you sit there and act like the fucking good guys when it's outright fucking war crimes.
Yeah,
like,
well, you don't know
you're
about
pieces of shit.
7 war strategy, then, do you?
You are a piece of shit fucking criminals that work for criminal puppet politicians. Period. End of story.
Right, you were doing really good until you started sounding stupid with that last part.
I'm not wrong.
Yes, you're wrong. It ended at the war. It hitting the civilian population, sure. And Japan quit because
the war was already over. They sold
weapons of mass destruction. It was already over my ass. You just said it wasn't over. You just got done talking about Russia doing all this shit. America went in. America took all the scientists and all them and brought them back to America and said, "Here, you guys have it at home."
I mean, with some real intelligence. With some intelligence, okay? And apparently you guys don't have any of that. So you're probably talking to the wrong people here.
Touche. It was all the Jews for sure.
We're probably talking
Who
to the
did
wrong
9/11?
people here with any intelligence.
Who do you think did 9/11?
America did. It was propaganda manipulation.
Is this guy really going to go there with Jewish people? What the heck? FYI, just in case some of these conspiracy theories I'm hearing are over the top YouTube. This video uses fair use for the purpose of criticism, commentary, satire, news reporting, teaching, education, and research. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Be nice in the chat, both you guys, Texas people and Oregon people. Ooh, Firewatch drive. Ooh, Portland Andy's driving somewhere. Probably a tough feed where he's driving over the mountains there, but he's going to go check out some of the fire stuff over there in Central Oregon, looks like. I need to keep that on my side screen here for the heck of it, but he's got a tough feed there.
To go out and go to war and gain more money, power, and manipulation. Who?
You're
the government, military, industrial complex, and banking. Next
and
question.
who runs your American?
The time did he Texas say something stupid again. He said one stupid thing that he probably had a warning for. Yeah, that's okay. Just calm down. Focus on other stuff.
You are
That's not
that's
you
what
blame
I'm
America.
ignorant.
Right, I don't
Protocols
get
of
it.
Zion.
You are
I answered all
ignorant.
your questions. My answers were correct.
No, they're
Okay,
not.
and
Mossad
right, because it
did
wasn't the
9/11.
Jews, it wasn't IPAC, and it wasn't the banking system or the military-industrial complex or our governments. Right? They had nothing to
It
do with
was
it.
Mossad that did 9/11. But Mossad and CIA share a brain. That's why you Americans literally just gave over your military and intelligence to Israel.
You obviously-
He's an idiot. Here, does he understand? I looked this up the other day for TikTok or whatever on X or something like that. What other countries have intelligence sharing with the United States? And which ones are the closest? The United States' closest and most integrated intelligence partners are the Five Eyes Alliance: the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Beyond this core group, the U.S. shares intelligence with expanded multilateral coalitions like the Nine Eyes and 14 Eyes, as well as numerous other international allies. On this question, there was not even a mention of Israel anywhere. Does he understand? Just because you start to share a little information with another country does not mean that they're running your intelligence. If so, then New Zealand would be running our intelligence.
Don't know how
this
that
vote
works.
Right, because America didn't have any plan in it, right? They weren't a part of it, right?
Do you not understand what just happened with your country and that you lost all sovereignty?
How's that?
You don't understand that $2 trillion just magically disappeared.
No, they think they're smart.
Yeah,
They're not.
from the Pentagon to
gotta
fund
be too
fucking
dumb to
terrorist
fucking
groups
learn.
like
Do you
ISIS and
understand how
Al-Qaeda.
intelligence sharing works? Do you know how?
No. Be nice. Yeah. Mike Herb's out. You know the rules. Mike Herb's out. Mr. Bill likes everyone. Do I have to repeat that song again? Okay. I don't think I need to repeat one of my favorite songs. At least the ones I wrote. It's one of my top 5 or 6 anyway. Where is it? I need to go to the library and it should show up as a playlist. Go to the playlist. I should make that as the bookmark instead of the other one. And then this one here will have this relax everyone.
Mr. Bill likes everyone. He'll shake your hand and grin from coast to coast and back again. He lets the whole world in.
Canadians, though, that's where he draws the line. He says, I love your mountains, babe, but not your politics this time.
He likes a good laugh.
He likes a strong truth.
He likes a little spark with a little proof. Mr. Bill likes everyone. But watch it light in the snow. Mr. Bill likes everyone. Still he says what he knows.
Okay. You guys get the idea. Back to the drama here.
How it works?
Yeah, there's intelligence sharing and then giving over fucking control of everything. top
Canada
secret,
could thank
everything
us
over
for
Israel,
intelligence
which
sharing.
is
So
exactly
Canada,
what you just did.
wait. You know how much intelligence we share with Canada? So you guys
Where's
have
Telescope?
a poll
Telescope,
in our
get your ass
politics
up
too,
here.
right? Absolutely nut, batshit, crazy thinking, man.
Do you know? Okay, we can talk about Canada for a second.
Isolationist country. Why have to
Do
sit
you
there
know?
talking shit about isolation?
Americans I've ever heard.
Makes
Do
no
you
sense.
know?
I mean, some of these Americans are
You
smart.
probably don't
These
know,
two, like,
but
it's gotta be the
to
best.
inform you,
Man, no drama with you, Art. I'm not sure where you're from, Art. Oh, are you? You're Art. You're the unfiltered Art. I can't remember. Were you buddies with Climatics first or with Unfiltered first? But anyway, you're that Art. I can sort of see the small little picture on my screen there. How you doing, Art? Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
that you do know,
All right,
here in Canada, our own spy agency, CSIS, right? That's the equivalent to CIA and Mossad. Our
Not
spy
really
agency,
equivalent, but yeah.
CSIS, it is the equivalent. They got
name.
busted. They got busted sending people.
Yes, I was. That's the guy. That's the guy. That's the guy. Now I see the picture a little bit bigger on my thing there. Okay. But yeah, which one do you agree with more on these guys here? The anti-Israel type guy or Raw there?
To Syria, to ISIS, our own spy agency.
Does that surprise you?
It's reported in our own mainstream
does
media.
that surprise you?
No, because that's what I was trying to get at. Our
So how are
government,
the Jews
the
involved? I
US,
don't get it. What's the
the
Jew
U.S. government. Would you stop saying the Jews? Nobody is saying the Jews except for you, dumb fuck. And I guess you're brainwashed and conditioned that anytime everybody says Israel, you're like, oh, the Jews, and that's what they want you to do.
Well, it's
You're
kind of like when
conflating
you
the two.
refer to a Muslim state like Saudi Arabia, I'm referring to the Muslims. It's no different.
What are you talking about? Okay,
Oh my
so if I
God.
talk about Lebanon, you think I'm talking about Muslims when
I
a
said-
third
I
of their
said Saudi
population
Arabia.
is Christian?
I said Saudi
When I talk
Arabia.
about Palestine,
Israel's
I
the
bet you
single
you're
only Jewish state in the whole world.
when Jews aren't allowed to state, dumb fuck.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm actually getting
Jews are not allowed to state.
A lot of people are talking in the background of that thing. I thought it was me.
How fucking
They're not allowed to have a country. And that's Judaism that says that.
Yes, they
Jewish
have
rabbis is where I got my information because I
Yes, they have
support
one.
Jews.
Wait, are you a
I
Jew?
support
Are you-
Jews.
You're a Jew.
See, you don't know what you're talking about. So shut up when you don't know
So
what
why
the
aren't
fuck
you
you're
wearing a
talking
little-
about.
Does Brent like to hear his own voice? Is that what's going on here? He just likes to. I only want my voice to be heard, nobody else's voice. Like, let me get up whatever I want to say.
Fucking hat.
I'm an atheist.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, first I was on Clyde's show. Okay, so that's cool. I was wondering if you were hanging out with Unfiltered recently. I don't care who people hang out with or whatever. I was trying to remember what was your first live.
I just happen to know a lot of stuff about that region.
That has
So
nothing
when
to
I
do
say
with what he's talking
Palestine
about,
to you,
though.
Peanut
when I,
gallery.
when I
Religion
talk
has
about
nothing to do with what
Palestine,
he's talking about.
It's almost as more interesting to see what Jeannie's going to say in that side chat than the conversation. Here she said, if you need to name call during a debate, it means you lost the debate. Yes, that's what I've been saying for a long time. Like you surrender your debate. If you have to use vulgar language with someone, like, okay, what's the point in having a conversation with someone if you have to use vulgar language?
I bet you $100 when I talk about
Canadian or
Palestine,
American?
your little brain instantly gets triggered to go to the knee-jerk conditioned brainwash reaction. You're like, radical Islam. And I bet you have absolutely no fucking clue or inkling at all to know that Palestine is the homeland and birthplace of Christianity. So you probably are brainwashed and conditioned to go like radical Islam when there's others of us that are.
Here, should we fact check him again? When did Rome create Palestine? Rome renamed the Roman province of Judea to Syria, Palestine in 135 CE. And assuming CE, that's, let me open up another one just to verify what CD 135 CE equals AD 135. Yeah. So he's saying 135 years is when Christianity began. when they created Palestine. I'll admit it was probably spreading by then, but Paul was alive after Jesus, therefore a lot closer to that time. Oh, yeah. Jerusalem was simultaneously rebuilt as a pagan Roman colony named something or other, and Jews were barred from entering it. Oh, wow.
Or like, oh, Palestine is Christianity. And the Christian villages in Palestine, they're being ethnically cleansed by terrorist extremist Israel, not Muslims.
You have no sense
So
of its history.
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Muhammad's death in 645 immediately started taking over all the way into Spain, all the way into Europe, and expanded. It got pushed back with the Crusades. So you don't know what the fuck you're
Is that what you were told by your government?
Constantine the Great issued the Edict of Milan in 313 AD, which only legalized the faith and stopped persecution rather than making it the official state religion. Yeah. Yeah, he does do something like that, Deez. I don't know why. Do you follow Tommy Temper? I think you follow Tommy Temper. I think I've seen you over there.
Yeah,
Do you know that the Romans?
Is that what you were told?
It's called history.
Theodosius the first signed the Edict of Thessalonica in 380 AD, legally ending state tolerance of other ancient Roman cults and establishing Nicene Christianity as supreme. So basically in 380 is when Christianity finally was out there, but it started, when Christ was born, if nothing else.
It's called history, boys.
Is that what you?
Which was in Nazareth, which was in the place where in the area, Judea. No, Judea was higher. Nazareth was down there. Judea was up higher. So yeah, he was not born in Palestine.
You were told.
That's what you learned.
Is that
No,
really
it's
what
called history.
actually
It's called
happened?
In what they call Palestine.
open up a fucking book and look at it.
Is that
It's
what
just-
really
it's just
happened?
history.
Though?
Awesome, Deez.
Just because you were
History.
told that, and it was history. You
History.
think that's actually happened?
Okay, I got some history for you. History is that the Romans actually controlled England for approximately, I think, like 400 years. The English have controlled England for like 250.
Before they were sacked
the
by
Romans,
the Normans.
the Romans actually controlled England longer than English have. Now, does that mean that everybody of Roman descent is entitled to go and ethnically cleanse England because they
You just made the reverse argument, made yourself look stupid. So there's no more Romans. They don't exist anymore. The Normans took over. So it'd be Norman, ethnic
It would be. What are you talking
That's
about?
what I'm getting at.
You're acting like Italy and the
Christian.
Vatican.
They're originally Christian, but today it's Muslim. That whole area is dominantly Muslim. You just made the reverse argument.
Did you have to like duck to miss the point I was making?
You didn't make a point. That was the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, whatever.
Like if you support these supposed Jews to go take over land that
Well, I
doesn't
guess I'm not going in.
create their extremist Israel,
So the
then
Jews don't
surely by the same logic,
I
you
had
support
something better to do here, Tommy.
descent
Yeah, I
to
planned
go
on
and
leaving.
invade and take over England because the Romans once ruled that land for a little while. That's your logic.
I never even said any of that shit. I'm not following your line of inquiry here.
I know because you're not.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear you out. It's just not making sense.
I know
Tommy, you
what
should
you're
have
talking
said
is
shit.
like a guy walking on a fucking like a garden hose and smacking him in the face.
Painful. Fucking,
Where do you
I'm
get
gonna have a
this
beer and a
from,
hoot.
Tommy? Seriously.
And
Said
a
you
what?
Where do you find
He said a
from?
boot?
I said a beer and a hoot.
Oh. Well, that was real insightful.
Yeah,
right
that's
there. I
better,
appreciate
Tommy.
you letting me chat, but I hopped on here because this guy, the batshit shit, I was here and I was like, wow. Either way, I'm sure I'm saying some batshit crazy stuff too. But hey,
Of course you
That's
are.
what's-
You're MAGA.
yeah, that's what's nice about being American. You have
Yeah.
freedom of speech.
Unless you ban Israel and boycott Israel, then you get punished.
All right, so we're not talking about the Jews. We're talking about
I
Israel.
don't
Right?
know if you were though.
I know he's the one talking.
Unions have changed over the years.
Fairly weirdo. Maybe you just
That's-
uninformed.
That's what it seems like. He's just like so intoxicated on something or another that and that allows his emotions to kind of show through in his argument rather than, I'm sure Unfiltered probably drank a beer or two before that thing, but you don't see him kind of allowing his emotions to go crazy and get upset and call people names for no reason. Craziness.
Uninformed.
Uninformed. Uninformed. I don't know. Whatever. Listen.
I was curious on that one. Thanks to Art for being the official person there. The Roman Empire controlled England for approximately 367 years. Their rule began with the invasion ordered by Emperor Claudius. Claudius, yeah, he was a wild one, I think, in 43 AD, right after, and effectively ended in 410 AD. And the Normans and the Saxons and all those people kind of came down from the north and did their thing, right? As a unified nation, England has existed for 1,099 years. It was officially founded on July 12th, so in other words, 1,100 years of English rule, 367 years of Roman rule. Which one's bigger?
Yes.
Actually, bring
Maybe
that
he was
down a bit here.
vaccinated, fucking 10 times or something.
I'm Team Freedom. You can think and say however you choose, even if you're wrong. You go right ahead. Fill your
All right,
fucking
so
business.
in our country, we have Team Freedom. It's the DSA, the Democrats, Socialists of America. Yeah,
Ask him if he's been vaccinated. Have you been vaccinated, my friend?
So,
How many times have you been
serious?
vaccinated? Yes, I'm serious.
Are you dead serious?
How many times have you been vaccinated?
How many times do you think?
Boosted.
I'm going to guess.
Plus, be specific when you're asking a question. Did the person asking that question, do they drink a lot also? If you're against COVID or whatever, then say against COVID, because people have been vaccinated against other stuff most of their childlike life and some of their adult life against certain things that their doctor says they should be vaccinated against. Stupid question.
2 or 3
or more.
I'm gonna guess you're pureblood.
I would never put an experimental drug in my body. I'm sure you're vaccinated though, because you vaccinated
hell no.
people like to point your fingers a lot.
Hell no. I'm not vaccinated.
Yeah, right. Then you probably weren't working. Then you're unemployed.
Huh?
Exactly. Gotcha.
Huh?
Gotcha.
What do you mean you got me? How's that?
How drunk is that other guy? Finds me. Yeah, exactly.
Things don't make sense sometimes.
Did
So
you
explain.
have a job during
Some
COVID?
people could just take. Like,
Did you
the
work for a
COVID test.
union at all?
I did, but I'm in the States. And no,
what?
pureblood.
True blood.
I
I
was
did not take that
self-employed.
shit.
You
I
obviously
didn't wear
I was
face masks
self-employed.
either.
I had my own
because you
business.
just got caught in a little trap. You either didn't have a job or you were vaccinated and had a job. If you're Canadian.
No, some places you could just.
So,
take
so
a COVID
basically,
test
what he's
and it just
saying
shows
is,
them
you actually were vaccinated.
Not
and
me.
you're
I work for
denying that
myself.
you're
I work for
vaccinated.
myself.
That's
I don't
what you're
need a
saying.
vaccine.
You're saying if you had a job,
I'll admit, Unfiltered made a slight mistake there in his argument. There's a third option, between having a job and vaccinated in liberal places in a lot of cases, is if you own your own business or found some other way to make a living,
so if you're
Understand.
self-employed, like I was, I didn't have a job because I'm self-employed.
Being on EI
that
doesn't
what
count
you're
as
saying?
self-employed.
Yeah. Collecting free money from the government. is not
Self-employed is a job.
even though you
when you
pay
own the
taxes,
business.
I'm sure.
I own the business.
Oh,
So
so
what you
past
talking about,
tense.
dude?
Past tense. You're talking.
What are you talking
You're
about,
talking
dude?
in
So
past
explain.
tense terms. You owned a job. You
No,
had. You were
You
were
fucking Americans
self-employed.
are fucking weird.
You're talking in past tense.
You guys are fucking weird. You fucking Americans.
Hey,
fucking
you
think
asked me
weird.
if I was vaccinated. You don't like the answer.
Yes.
Are you circumcised?
Yes. Yeah, because you act like you are.
That would be another way to get around it too. Yeah, Robbie.
You wish I was vaccinated.
Yeah,
so
like
you
you're
get
fucking
brain dead
vaccinated.
like your
Cut off.
ass. If I was vaccinated,
I think you
triple
probably
vax like
vaccinated
you, I'd be
50
like,
times.
oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Probably,
at this
probably.
point.
But how'd you turn that around for if you're unemployed?
I'm asking you, are you vaccinated?
No.
You didn't
Hell
have the
no.
vaccine card?
Fucking hell no.
Are you circumcised?
Yes, I'm circumcised.
Or does that make you
From
Jewish?
birth.
That's oversharing. Oversharing. We don't need to know that. And for the record, to add my little bit, I was a 2022 Freedom Convoy border blockade protester here. So the liberals and all the bullshit and whatever can fucking kiss my Made in Canada ass. So we don't.
Yeah, well,
we're not
there's
about
somebody
that.
flying
look what
swastika
happened
there
there.
too. What does that mean?
Yeah, look what happened there. You
My
guys had
picture is a
bank accounts
history
frozen.
lesson.
Right?
My picture is a history lesson.
Circumcised.
Do you want the history, or maybe we'll learn about that another day because you're probably not ready.
Tommy,
Yeah,
No,
I
I
don't
heard
think
all
so,
about
Brad.
it. It was.
I went to Ottawa.
It was
I was in Ottawa.
That's all it was, man. A little fart in a
I
pee.
went with the convoy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what happened? Your government froze bank accounts, shut that shit down
Yep.
faster than you could say Allah Akbar.
Yeah. Trudeau didn't want to talk to anybody. She snubbed everyone. Thousands of people. It was pathetic. Shame on Trudeau.
And robbed your guns.
I'm almost out of smokes here, honey.
But my point is, boys, why I hopped on here? You have 10 provinces, right? You have 3 territories.
Province.
What is that?
Provinces.
It's not like
Well, I think
Providence
you all
and
agree
Rhode
Canada,
Island.
that's probably
not
better than
Canada.
Oh,
You didn't hop on
province.
here.
Okay,
I
I'm
thought it was
sorry.
like 12
Look,
Well,
I
in
don't
America,
know.
we call them
Canada.
states.
You
So
fucking
you have 10
Americans,
of
get the
them.
fuck out of here.
So we can
No,
add-
we don't want to become the 51st
Go
state.
back.
either.
No, not 51st.
Go
That
back
must
to
be
it.
Nice hair,
like,
Diego.
Not 51st, guys. Hear
This
me
is
out, boys.
Canada.
There's 10 provinces.
Like
There's
the hairdo.
3 territories, right? So that would be 10 stars. So it'd be
Fucking
61
American.
states. So you'd be 10 extra states added to the 51 we already have. And then your 3 territories would be like Guatemala, not Guatemala, Cuba over there. What we got, Puerto Rico. You would have 3
Fucking
extra
American.
territories.
Cuba
You guys
is
would
not your fucking territory, asshole.
Yeah.
Cuba
gonna
is
be.
not.
It's
No,
gonna
it's
be,
not.
boys.
Fuck you. Fuck, we need to. I swear
Putting
to
the
fuck.
pressure on
We need to wage war on these
Cuba, though.
motherfuckers.
What are you going to
These
go fight for the
American
communists?
fucks thinking that they can just expand their empire and take
Why don't
over
you
over
have
Cuba's
sovereign.
war.
Manifest
You fucks
reality.
need to be fucking blown back inside your own fucking borders. Blow up the boats,
Take us
blow up the
Canadians
fucking
off.
planes,
That's it.
beat these motherfuckers
Hand-to-hand
back to
fist
Washington, where the real
Come
threat
over
to your
here. We
fucking
can take y'all
so-called
hand-to-hand
fake democracy is. Democracy you don't even fucking have. You're
Well,
fucking
yeah, you're
delusional.
right. We're a constitutional
Fucking delusional
republic. We don't have
motherfucker.
a democracy. We don't believe in democracy in America. We believe in a constitutional republic. Limited government.
Yeah, you don't believe in
Is that
anything,
why you
America.
go around the world guns blazing all the time?
So fucking
Yeah.
far up your ass. You don't
Look
even know
where it
what's
got
going
us,
on.
boys.
We're gonna
Look
pull
where it
you
got
up
us.
until there's freedom.
The fucking head is so
which
fucking
you don't
far
even
up your
have
ass in
yourself.
America. You
Look
wouldn't
where
know
it
what's
got
going on
us.
anyway.
Fucking ignorant.
You're not smart enough.
Look
Figure
where it got
anything
us,
out.
boys.
You're an
We're the
American.
freest- We're the
You're
freest
an
country
American,
in the world.
okay?
We're the freest
Americans
country the
are
world's
stupid.
ever seen, boys.
You ain't
Think about
free. There's nothing free about America. Are you that stupid?
You guys are jumping
What's
off
free
the
in,
rails
what's
over there.
fucking free in America? For fuck's sakes, there's nothing free in
Well, put it
America.
this way, I could go
For fuck's
talk
sakes.
shit about my government and then talk shit about the. We don't have royals, but I
You
can
ain't
talk shit
fucking
about
free
the
in America,
Queen.
dude.
I
Don't
can do
fucking
whatever I
lie.
want with the.
That's
I
a
could
fucking
cause-
lie.
The things that you do in Canada would be like public disturbance. You go to jail. The things we do here would be called a protest. You guys can't.
You
even go
ain't free in America.
I
Are
wanna
you
see
that
you go
stupid to think
protest
that
a
you're
Muslim
free?
walking down the street. Go
How are you
protest a
free?
Muslim. Go protest the Indian curry shops opening up everywhere.
Tell them, Brett. Tell them. They're just not smart enough there. You're gonna have to educate them.
You guys will be.
Educate them,
You
Brett.
guys will be
Educate them.
pulling your prayer rugs out 5 times a day pretty soon, good boys.
They need to be educated, sure. They really need to be educated. I know.
Not the old prayer rugs, boys.
I didn't
Blow up the prayer
fucking
rugs
do
and the
that. I
curry
just wanted
dishes.
to confront railroad, and I.
Anyways, I gotta get off here, guys. I appreciate you letting me
How
on.
the fuck
Tommy,
did I
as
end up
always,
spending
brother.
all fucking night here?
Oh, I
Okay,
know
right
you
on.
will.
Good to see you there.
No, railroad
Unfiltered
never got on.
Mega Dawn.
I only came here for fucking
the
railroad,
chat.
Tommy, for fuck's sake. I fucking ended up spending a whole
Oh,
fucking
now
night
you
here.
want to talk?
Now
to
I'm probably
me?
not even
He's
going
the
to leave
boss.
tomorrow.
We're behind schedule.
We're going behind schedule another day now, Tommy, because of you. So fuck you, Tommy. I'm going to blame you for this one.
Oh wow.
Now you want to talk because I'm leaving. I see how it goes there, Canadian RV. We still
yeah,
love,
we
still
will.
love Canada.
what do
You
you
guys
mean?
keep track and
Hold
take
on.
care of the
I've been talking.
raw resources that are up there. We don't mind you guys.
Hold
breed
on,
and
hold
not
on. I'm here.
extract
I'm
them.
here. I
Leave
can
the
wait
things
around,
the
dude.
way they are, so that when we take them,
I can wait around, dude.
you know, they'll be nice and preserved, boys.
All right, hold on. Let me
I've
roll
seen
up.
American soldiers cross that border with hostile intent. I'm shooting the motherfucker.
Give me a second. I'll be
Clear?
right with
Hey.
you. I'm not going anywhere. I'll stick
I'm
around.
Are we
not
clear?
saying I disagree with that.
Are we clear?
I'll
Do
stick
what you
around.
gotta do.
I'm no coward. I'll stick
Yeah,
Been
I
down
will.
this road before.
Calm down, your dumb fucking expansionist, extremist, fucking
Hey,
exceptionalism
you
bullshit.
do it.
And your dumb
We
fucking
hope to
American.
do it, but a single shot fired. We hope that
I
you boys
fucking hate Americans.
take your own
People
government.
like you are why I fucking hate Americans.
You didn't throw him up.
You shouldn't.
You fucking hate Americans.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm preaching for you to take the reins of government and take it for yourself.
I want us to shut off the oil. Shut off the oil, shut off the natural gas, and you motherfuckers crumple like a sack
Hey,
of potatoes overnight.
It would
You're
only
fucked.
speed up the process
are
in which
fucked.
I'm talking about.
Good
You would
luck
have-
with that.
You would have a
I'll
blockade
shoot
of
you
your
all.
country so fast. You would not want that, bro. America would be up your ass so
Unfortunately
fast,
for
you could say all I like.
Iran has been embarrassing the fuck out of you and exposed you as a paper tiger. We had a military wife in chat earlier talking about how the USS aircraft carriers are all fucked. There's nobody to go take over for
China
the fucking.
News, China Morning Star, Eastern Star, wherever that shit is. Hey,
What are you talking about?
So Iran's
There's
making
American military
Iran's
personnel
been
that are
making all these
saying
fucking threats, right? Iran's making these
Your
fucking
dumb
threats.
as a
What do
sack
they got?
of
A finger gun and like those fucking guns with the rubber band on it now and shit. What are they gonna fucking shoot down the aircraft with the
come on,
fucking
man.
rubber band? Get out of here!
My flashlight's not even working.
Iran's
Never
been
mind.
demobilized. They're
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, right. That's why you
Taking
can't
over
get anywhere even close to them, right?
Do you realize
That's why the
right
Strait
now,
of Hormuz
we
they
are
still have
taking
it
over the
closed, right?
strait? It's not the Strait of Hormuz; it's the Strait of America, and we're about to
It
be
is the Strait of
collecting
Hormuz.
tolls.
You dumb,
idiot,
arrogant, fucking ignorant
It's like the
pricks
Gulf of America.
are
Yeah.
clueless.
We're about to be collecting tolls. We're about to be.
You're fucking
allowed free
clueless, bro.
passage.
Ding, ding, ding,
We're
ding.
about
Go
to
back
take
to your
over
MAGA
oil.
echo chambers.
I know
Can't
they're raking the
handle
money in
actual
on that
conversation.
bridge too, that Canadian bridge.
We're taking the Panama back. It's called the Don Road.
No, we're
Dog,
not. What the
boys.
fuck are you talking about? What the
That's
fuck are
why
you talking
Trump's
about?
got
You're
the
an idiot,
hairdo.
dude.
Get up here, Telescope.
Can have Trump's got
Telescope
the
is
hairdo.
American. He'll set
Fuck
you up.
out.
Telescope's up there.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
That's a nice hairdo.
Okay. Yeah, are we good now? Can
Hi,
you
Telly.
hear me now?
Yeah.
No, what the hell are you talking about? Like, no, the Iran completely outclassed us. We've completely lost this war because you believe in President Trump because you live in Florida. I mean, you're not really well known for being intelligent down there. I mean, you're much more likely to be eating alligators and blowing your hand off while playing with fucking fireworks. But at the same fucking time, it's yeah, no, we were outclassed. While we have a presidential administration that are a bunch of podcasters, they have their administration is run by people with PhDs.
So,
They're
so
not
you,
doing
you're one of those anti-MAGA, anti-America kind of like let's get Kamala in there because I want to see the country go to shit.
Okay, how much money
I
are
wanna
we
climb
spending
up
on
in the
missiles?
coconut tree and fall out with her.
How much money are we spending on missiles?
I don't give a shit how much we're spending. Who gives a shit?
No. How much?
It's
How
not
much,
what
how
we're
much is
talking
one
about.
missile?
You tell me.
No, okay, so our
I don't know. You
reserves
tell
are
me.
being depleted.
Painful
Our
ignorance.
reserve,
Could be a
it's a
million.
it's a
missile.
million. It's a $1 million missile.
Let's say it's 10
You know what?
million.
No, it's not 10 million. It's a
Let's
million.
say it
Shut the
is.
fuck up. No, it's not. Say shit. You're a moron. It's a million.
Okay.
What
it's a million.
happens is we're depleting our reserves because we are in charge of NATO. NATO practically
Fuck
exists because of the
NATO.
United States anyway.
Fuck NATO.
Okay. But at the same time is they're using $38,000 drones that we spend 3 missiles trying to shoot fucking down. We're being outclassed on every bit of this. Our war that we're fighting with them is like we would fight in the mid 80s. They're fighting it like natural, like fuck it, we'll just do it on the cheap end.
All right. Are you
The Strait of
familiar with,
Hormuz is what am I familiar with?
are you familiar with the Operation Desert Storm and Desert Shield? 90s.
Oh my fuck! Yeah, I
I'm
was born
asking you.
'85. I'm
All right,
very
so
yeah.
you're
I was
familiar,
born
right?
'85.
All right. So then there was called what we call a revolution in military affairs happened, kind of. We were using testing out technologies that were up and coming and new, like the Viper system, so on and so forth. So it was a playground for us to expedite using old weapon systems while at the same time using newer ones. If you don't understand that in the military parlance, that's what's going on now. We're
You literally
giving out
believe.
old
You literally
weaponry
believe we're winning
that
this
it's
war.
just nonsense. It doesn't mean anything. Yes, it costs $1 million to make some of these things you're talking about. Maybe some of it more. But guess what? We're getting rid of it faster than you could say fucking Ali Akbar and get a fucking Korean fucking dish in your fucking country. And well, guess what? We're making new weaponry. We're upgrading all our shit as we're getting this stuff out.
Okay, so if you're
basically
winning,
what you're saying,
hold on.
lots of fucking
basically what you're saying is,
Hold on a sec.
as an American, all you're doing is spending all of your fucking money to harm and kill and control people across the entire globe.
They were going to do it anyways.
And you're proud of that.
I didn't say
You're proud of that.
It's called
You
the
think
military
you're a
industrial
great
complex.
person because you are making all of these weapons to kill people, and you think you're a great person. Well, hell. Say
I'm curious
hello
about something.
to your flag. Hey? Hello
I'm
to
curious
your
about
flag.
something.
Praise
you're
your
winning-
fucking flag.
Stars to those
Hold
stripes,
on,
boys.
hold on, RB. Hold on,
We're
RB.
gonna add more.
If you're winning so bigly and you're so grand and lovely and all powerful and things are just fucking dandy, wonderful, and
All those
fine,
things.
then why the fuck are Navy personnel jumping off the ship so they can be sent home? Why the fuck are Navy
China,
personnel?
Eastern Star.
Why
You
are
always need to stop
Navy
dabbling in
personnel
Chinese
sabotaging their
propaganda.
own ships, disabling them?
Chinese propaganda, boys.
This is reported from Americans.
Chinese propaganda.
No, it's
I'm getting my information literally from American
The
Armed
lefties
Forces
that
personnel.
that sell our country.
Do
just 'cause
these
they don't
people
like
realize
our
how
country.
sick they are?
Fucking left, right, dumb shit.
The left hates
Do these people
orange
realize
man
how
so
sick
much,
they are by
they'll sell their own
saying
country
how
out.
powerful they are at making all these new weapons to kill
And
people?
stop.
To
That was a
start
distraction
wars?
what you did right there by being full
Do
left.
you realize
It's
how
not
sick
so
you
left,
are
it's in charge of the
by
fucking armed
thinking,
forces
well,
right now.
hey, us Americans
All right, guys. If you guys want to watch the rest of that thing there, I stopped it at the 2-hour 53-minute mark on that one there. But I'm going to raid over to Angry Oregonian. Looks like he's talking about some more important stuff here. Let me give you the link to that video there. Make sure you follow Tommy Temper over there. Hopefully you enjoy that. If you're interested in that. Otherwise, I'm going to send you over to Tommy Temper. If you guys also want to hang out with Unfiltered and Raw, the Pro America guy on that one there. Go follow him on that channel right there. Let's go see what's his name is doing. Angry Oregonian is doing something or other. What's he doing? What's he doing? Come on, where's this? It takes a little while for it to reset there. So tonight, yeah, you betcha, Genie. Probably anyway. I'm not feeling so good right now. We'll see what happens though. Where is a little lag here? What's going on here? Subscriptions. I don't know. He's doing some 14 people watching right now. He's doing something interesting. Is he watching airplanes or something? He's live. Not sure what he's doing. He's right here. We got a dark screen on. No way, he has a dark screen on right now, but he's.
All right, guys. Sorry about the black screen.
Here it is.
Come over here. Maybe I can see better.
Oh, Angry Oregonian.
Shout out to TJ Gun Sales.
Hopefully he's doing good. You guys have fun over there. Tell my Mr. Bill said hi. God bless. Oh,